This is a Manta Sports Media presentation of 16th Region football action. Good evening and welcome to the Hill here at West Carter High School Blankenship Field for week one of the Kentucky High School Athletic Association football season. So this is the home opener that we're going to be having here and opening week, as we're going to be having the home team on the scoreboard, the West Carter Comets. They are in the 2A division, and they're going to be taking on opponents from right across county, next county over, Rowan County Vikings. 4A is their division. And so we should have a good game here at this afternoon, as we've got 16 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock before festivities and everything else gets started here today. This is Jeff the Mantis Irwin live with you here this afternoon on Facebook, bringing you the best in 16th Region sports action. And so this should be a good one out here today, because these teams, they don't get to play each other too much. The last time that these teams faced off, you would have to go back 15 years to 2006, September 8th to be exact, in which the West Carter Comets fell to the Rowan County Vikings 31-23. But then they played 1 year before that on September 9th in 2005, where West Carter defeated the Rowan County Vikings 46-44. So neither of these teams have seen each other within 15 years. And so we are excited to bring you this action out here this afternoon. And, of course, taking a look at these sports teams that has been out here last season. We'll start with the visiting Rowan County Vikings out there. Of course, Rowan County electing to have the Senate Bill 128 be part of their school system. So there are several players that have reclassified or are returning seniors. Maybe they, as we mentioned, reclassified means that if they were a sophomore, they're still a sophomore this year. Continuing on, kind of gets them an extra year of eligibility out there. But they had a fantastic season last year. Of course, the record may not show it on there. They were 4-4 last year in 2020. Finished off with the RPI 18th in 4A football. They did win their first playoff game in a long time. I believe it's, I forget, the last playoff win was 2010, actually. Was the last playoff win for Rowan County before the first victory over Boyd County last year. Unfortunately, the team was taken out of the playoffs due to COVID protocol. And so that is where they weren't allowed to play in the second round of the state tournament, and that really kind of hurt the team, and they're looking forward to try to continue on with a good, strong year this year, getting back into the playoffs once again, and of course is a main goal for everybody out there. Of course, the team that Rowan County was supposed to play last year actually ended up being the state champions in 4A. They were supposed to play Boyle County back in on December 4th, but unfortunately, due to COVID, they were knocked out of that. But Boyle County ended up winning the state tournament in the Class 4A football. Of course, now let's turn our eyes on to West Carter. And West Carter had a dream season last year, best season in school history out there. And so West Carter, one win away from heading down to Kroger Field and playing for the state championship. But last year they ended up going 10-2. The only losses on West Carter's lineup had to come in from state champions. They ended up losing to Beechwood in the semifinal, 35-34, a real close game. Could have went either way on that, and Beechwood ended up being the 2A state champs. But they did lose in the state semifinal, and the other game was against Paintsville on there. They ended up losing to them, and Paintsville being another state champion as well. So you can't beat a season where the two teams that you lost to ended up being state champions in their own division. West Carter ended up with the second best RPI in 2A football. And according to the Football Coaches Association of Kentucky, they ranked 7th overall. And so they had a fantastic season last year, and they're looking to build upon things this year. Of course, the big question that we always asked, during our preseason interviews, and I'm sure Coach Barker's probably getting tired of hearing that, is what are you going to do to fill, losing a Mr. Kentucky football candidate running back and a great quarterback in Ori Perry, and so they do have a lot of ground to make up, but they hope to get the job done here today. And so we're going to turn it here field side as the ROTC is now taking the field and getting ready to present the colors here this afternoon.
West Carter High School Junior ROTC Color Guard. Carrying the United States flag is Cadet Captain Connor Wells. Carrying the Commonwealth of Kentucky flag is Cadet Major Hayden Schaefer. The rifle bearers are Cadets Lieutenant Colonel Shane Baer and Command Sergeant Major Roy Buckler. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing until the colors have exited the playing field. Thank you.
And that was the West Carter High School Band underneath the direction of J.L. Hilton performing the national anthem this afternoon. And this is the West Carter High School ROTC Color Guard presenting the colors underneath the direction of Colonel Hilton and Sergeant Bushman. Official game sponsor of tonight's game is Henry and the dry band and beach bonds. All righty, and we're going to be getting ready for the introduction of the teams here in the moment and the running out of the West Carter Comets here this year.
Contest. We have referee Ed Ritchie.
Ed Ritchie.
Charlie Wilcox.
Official Charlie Wilcox, linesman.
Larry Ritchie. Line judge Adam Elkins.
Adam Elkins, line judge.
Brett Ritchie.
Brett Ritchie,
like
back judge.
The Kentucky High School Athletic Association requires officials to enforce sportsmanship rules.
And so we're looking forward toward a great game here this afternoon. As we said, that neither of these teams have faced each other within the last 14 years.
Responsibility and perspective.
And so we're getting ready here for the running in of the West Carter Comets team. But we are glad to be back with you here live with some football on the hill. Of course, school trying to get somewhat back to normal and everything else during this time period. Of course, this has been the first week of school for Carter County schools. Of course, the West Carter football team was underneath a mandatory 2-week kind of hiatus where they couldn't participate during that time period due to COVID protocols set forth by the Board of Education and the Health Department as well. And so, their first day of practice, in about 17 days was set forth on this Monday. And so we've seen a little bit of their preview before that time period for the Starry Night, and we were actually looking forward to having some great preseason action, but neither team, West Carter, could not participate in the EKC grid as what they had in previous years. Of course, if you take a look at around the region last night, some exciting football going on. The state champions, the 2020 state champions, Ashland Tomcats, fell to the Raceland Rams last night in a huge game there at Putnam Stadium. So that kind of a shocker to a lot of people. They were kind of everybody just about had Ashland on their radar for last night, but ended up they picked up the Raceland Rams picked up a huge big W last night, and then Russell picked up a victory last night as well. Of course, there is a few teams and everything else that had some COVID cancelizations last night, so they had to kind of put things on hold a little bit. I know Lewis County was underneath that area, as well as Greenup County ended up with a COVID cancellation on there as well. And several teams just could not end up playing. That list continued to grow as time went on. Over the week, it seemed like more and more was kind of adding on. That final score for Raceland and Ashland, that was 16 Raceland and 7 Ashland. Russell picked up a win over Boone County, 19-6. So that's kind of our local football that was around the area. Most other teams either are in Boyd County did pick up the win of the Ohio River as they defeated South Point, Ohio, in their opening game as well. Of course, a few games on the air tonight. As of course we got the our game of the week here, the Round County versus West Carter here. East Carter is on the road, so if you're looking at a cross county and everything else, they are traveling down to Montgomery County for the Recreation Bowl here, and that kickoff's here in about 5 minutes as well. So there's Carter County school action, and as far as football here tonight, as cheerleaders getting ready down there to welcome on the team. 4 minutes, 40 seconds left to go on the clock. So we'll just take a real brief commercial break, and I'd like to thank our sponsors that we do have in Stylish Stitches, the Drive-In, Beach Buns Tanning, Henry's Bar and Grill, James Do It Best Hardware, Justin Chriswell, and Patrick Flannery, and as well as Cecilia's Country Market. Glad to have them on there. And so we'll take just a brief commercial break, and we'll be back here momentarily. You're watching, we're getting ready for the, thought they were getting ready to bring on the team here, but we'll be back here in 60 seconds here on Mantis Sports Media.
Come visit Stylish Stitches at our new home at 730 East Tom T. Hall Boulevard in Olive Hill, Kentucky. Now with the Red Door Boutique for the best in customized gifts and fashion, as well as local sports team merchandise. From the runway to game day, we have you covered. And for the area's freshest donuts and mouth-watering sliders, head to the Drive-In at 561 East Tom T. Hall Boulevard. And also keep a lookout for our food truck heading to an area near you. Stylish Stitches and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports.
Okay, we're going to come back in just a little bit early here, hear the music getting fired up, and so we're ready to be introduced to the West Carter Comets here, should be momentarily. But we do want to thank all of our sponsors and everything, and still have plenty of room. So if you are interested in sponsoring or advertising with us here at Mantis Sports Media, be glad to have you on as part of our family and everything. And I do see the football team heading out of the locker room, and they're making their way to the tunnel here. And so this will be our official first look at the West Carter Comets this afternoon. We'll take a look as they get ready to head onto the field. The Starting lineups, looks like we're going to have Timmy Fields over in wide receiver, Blake McGlone as well, Cole Crampton out there, and Sam Jones. Caden Wilson, looks like starting quarterback tonight for the Comets is going to be Eli Estep, taking the snaps for the Comets, and then Gavin Adams, Jackson Kidwell, Lucas Rayburn, Sam Rayburn, and Preston Nauman as your offensive line. And we'll get introduced to the defense here momentarily as we're ready here for some football on the hill. The Hog Squad, the NWO, and getting ready to bring out the torch of passion out here as we're getting ready to introduce the West Carter Comets. And here they go, American flag, the West Carter flag, Hog Squad coming out here this afternoon. And so there is your West Carter Comets. As school fight song playing, and then of course across the field here we have, and there is the Rowan County Vikings. Of course, the West Carter Comets going to be in the maroon jerseys this afternoon with the gray helmets, gray pants. The Rowan County Vikings going to be in the white jerseys, black pants, and green helmets. Starting lineup for the West Carter defense on there this afternoon looks like it's going to be Bond. Once he gets to be coming back in, he is Jackson Bond, of course, tore his ACL during a game against Johnson Central in basketball last year, and actually he's still on the injured reserve for right now. So I had his name down here for that to mention that, but his rehab's going along well, and he's hoping to be back before the East Carter game. Then we got Klein, McGlone, Lettingham, Lusher, Green, Crampton, Jones, Rayburn, Nauman, and Adams as your defensive lineup to start things out with for the Comets. Of course, taking a look at Rowan County on their two deep positioning that they have. Looks like starting out in the X position is going to be Landon Raines. The F position is going to be Cole Wallace, number 26. The LT is going to be Cooper Kegley, number 58. In the Y slot is going to be number 1, Arian Brown. So he's going to be Arian Brown. You probably remember that name last year as quarterback for the Rowan County Vikings, but taking a different slot this year and coming in as tight end. Then, of course, at the left guard, you're going to have number 15, Dalton Williams. In the Z slot, you're going to have Ballard Smith. Your center is going to be number 50, Zach Watson. Quarterback is going to be number 8, Zach Menard. He's a junior, a 6 foot, 155-pound junior. Your right guard is going to be number 71, Blake Perry. And then you're going to have the rest of the offensive line as well. You're going to have number 6, Lewis Hayes, and the right tackle, number 53, Brian May. That's your offense for the Rowan County Vikings. Your defense out there, defensive end is going to be number 53, Brian May. One of your safeties there, or one of your backs is going to be number 1, Arian Brown. Defensive tackle, Dalton Williams, number 52. Center is going to be number 6, Lewis Hayes. Defensive tackle, number 71, Blake Perry. Your free safety is going to be number 2, Landon Raines.
Number 26, Cole Wallace.
And then taking a look as well, Cole Bolton, Jackson Cornett, Rocky Miller, Cole Wallace. Zach Watson is your starting lineups for the Rowan County. And so it looks like Rowan County won the toss here, and West Carter will be kicking off. And so I believe they said number 89 is going to be kicking now for the Comets. And number 89, Ethan Bledsoe. There's the opening kickoff, makes it about 10 yards. And is quickly wrapped up around the 47-yard line.
Braden Birchfield recovers the kick. Brought down by number 51, Samuel Rayburn.
So Sam Rayburn on the tackle. And we'll get things rolling here momentarily, get our scoreboard up and running. A little bit of a delay with it, but we'll get that rolling here momentarily. And Round County going to run it to start off with, and Wes Carter's going to bring him down behind the line. Number 6,
brought down in the backfield.
or excuse me, number 26, Cole Wallace, I believe, was going to be running that senior for Round County.
Loss of 1 brings up second down and 11 for the Vikings.
And we'll get our time trying to get set up here, and looks like we're going to have our first flag here of the afternoon, and that's going to go against the Comets. Looks like that's going to be an encroachment, or offsides, I should say.
6 for the Vikings.
So that's going to be second down and 6 now for Round County. Going to hand it off to number 26 again. He's going to be stopped just slightly behind the line of scrimmage. And so that was to Cole Wallace once again, and lost 1. So that's going to bring up third down and 7 for Round County. As the explosions going on here at West Carter. This time looking to pass is going to be Zach Menard, and that one's going to be incomplete to number 6, Lewis Hayes. So that's going to be bringing up fourth down here for the Round County Vikings. And as I said, of course, I do apologize if our clock resets and everything every now and then on there. We're running that independently from the school here. So it may be just a little bit off, but we will be within a few seconds out there as well.
So is number 32, Blake McGlone.
So Blake McGlone, number 32 for West Carter, back to receive for the Comets. And looks like that looks to be Cole Wallace back to punt for Round County. Good kick, taking it all the way back to the 20-yard line, but they're going to let that one kind of sit there, and it is touched right around the 14-yard
line for the West Carter. It'll be first and 10 for West Carter.
So West Carter's going to be getting their first look here this afternoon at the ball. So stopped Round County on a 4 and out. And now they're taking a look at we'll get our first chance to see the Comets live in action here. So as we said, Eli Estep on the under center. Of course, he's in the shotgun formation right now, but he's taking the snaps for West Carter. Going to hand that one off, and he's going to get some positive yardage on that. Looks to be about 1.
Hands off to Cole Crampton.
And Cole Crampton, number 5, handing that off to him there. And
pick up for 2 yards on that run. It's second down and 8 for the Comets.
And so that's going to be bringing up second down and 9 is what the scoreboard has it here. For West Carter. It's still in the shotgun, man in motion. He's going to hand that off to Crampton up again as he plows it right up the middle, and he's going to pick up a couple yards this time.
He takes the ball up the side and picks up 3 yards. It'll be third down and 5 for the Comets.
So got 5 yards left to go here with about 9 minutes, 32 seconds on the clock. West Carter with 2 running plays to start things off here. Of course, we'll have your halftime stats here momentarily, thanks to the West Carter statistician out there, and they'll get us provide us those stats. Back in the shotgun again, 2 on the left, 1 on the right. This time, Estep setting the pass, and this time connects to Blake McGlone, and that is going to be a West Carter first down.
That's good for a first down for the Comets. That first down brought to you by.
So that is the first down here of the season for the West Carter Comets and for either team out here on the field this afternoon. as I said, we'll get our time up here. Correct, as that's going to be another handoff once again up toward the middle, and this time doesn't look like it's hardly going just about anywhere.
To the right. Picks up 2 yards on that play.
So picks up maybe a yard out there, so that's going to be 1st and 9, or 2nd and 9 for the Comets here. Moving position around, right side heavy. E-step going to hand it off to Crampton again. This time he's going to be dropped down behind the line of scrimmage.
Crampton stopped in the backfield. Loss of a couple on the play.
And so that's going to bring up 3rd and 11 here for Wes Carter. So Wes Carter being pushed back just a little bit. Had that good pass for the first down to Blake McGlone, but getting a few things done on the ground. Of course, Wes Carter spreading things out a little bit, 2 on the left, 1 on the right. Shotgun formation. He's going to hand this one off to, or fake the handoff to Crampton and try to get it downfield. Was looking for number 8, Caden Wilson, and he was looking for a flag, but not going to get one here this afternoon. And so that's going to be 4th down and 11 for Wes Carter. So Blake McGlone set back in the backfield, looking to punt it off for Wes Carter. Round County not really putting a whole lot of distance back there. Number 2, Landon Raines, is probably just a few yards short, but he's having to trail this one down all the way to about the 30. And he is on his feet and making some momentum. He is still up. He's at the 40, finally taken down, tripped up, looked like by the kicker. And there is going to be a flag on the play. As Landon Raines had to go back to get that one, not giving McGlone a whole lot of credit for that. The officials are going to have to talk this one over. The side, we got 3 fouls on the field. Or 3 flags down on the field, so we'll have to see where this one's going. And Round County's kind of walking back almost like it was theirs. Raines made it all the way, Raines made it all the way down to the 39-yard line of Wes Carter. And so they're going to say that's an unsportsmanlike conduct against Round County.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, and that penalty is brought to you by the Hamilton Law.
And that, then another unsportsmanlike conduct against Wes Carter, and those penalties are going to offset. And so it will be 1st down and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Will be offsetting. So Round County will start out 1st and 10 from the Wes Carter 40.
So they're here at the 39-yard line, going to start things off here for the Vikings. Number 8, Zach Menard, underneath center for Round County. So in their first, and looks like we're going to get a timeout here taken by the Comets. So we'll take a quick break ourselves. You're watching 16th Region football action live here on the Manta Sports Media Network.
With fall and winter just around the corner, make sure your home is ready for the season with the help from the good people from James Do It Best Hardware. If you need to get your lawn ready or to trim a few trees before winter, we have you covered as an authorized steel dealer. And don't forget, Case Knives makes a great present any time of the year. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692. If you have ever been in an auto accident, it can be a very stressful and confusing time. So let Justin Criswell help you through the process to get what you deserve. The Criswell Law Office is here for all of your legal needs. Contact us at 606-474-0029 or visit our office at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky, or online at criswell.attorney. And remember that all will be well with Justin Criswell.
All righty, and definitely want to thank our sponsors there, James Do It Best Hardware here in Olive Hill and Justin Criswell, law offices in Grayson, Kentucky. So we are back here. And so Rowan County, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And this time it gets a pass over to the left-hand side. Looks like that was to Lewis Hayes. And so he's going to be picking up, looks about 5 yards on the play.
Pass from Menard to Hayes, broken, caught, tackled by number 32, McGlone.
So McGlone on the tackle.
Down 6.
And thank you, Julie Perry, very much for those stars. That's definitely going to help us out this year to be able to provide excellent coverage here of Comet football. This time is going to hand it off once again here to Wallace. And there's going to be a flag on the play. Ended up losing maybe a couple yards, but we will see what this is going to be. And this is going to be holding against the offense, so that's going to push back Rowan County here a little bit as we hear the announcer backing up the truck, and that's going to be a 10-yard loss. And so that's going to be should be 2nd and 16 on the play. Calls it, and this time he's looking to pass, finds his target again, and he is still on his feet, and looks like he's going to have a Viking first down, as that was Lewis Hayes again, like that target, so that's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Vikings here. This time I'm going to hand it off, trying to break it up the middle, but he is met by a wall of Comets as Wallace.
With a loss of 2, brings up
so he's going to, looks like he's going to lose maybe a yard on that, so that's going to be bringing up 2nd and 11 for the Vikings. As we're here about 5 minutes and 40 seconds about left on the clock here in this first period, or first quarter. When you do lots of different sports, you end up using terms from different ones, but first quarter. And looks like we're going to get a stoppage of play here, and this is going to be a timeout taken by the Vikings. And so both teams has taken a timeout so far, so each of them will have 2 left in this half. We'll be back here in 60 seconds. You're watching 16th Region football action live here on Mantis Sports Media Network.
The next time you are in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfasts, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In.
Patrick Flannery proudly serves as the Kentucky State Representative for the 96th District, and would like to thank the citizens of Carter and Lawrence counties for their continued support. He would also like to wish good luck to all of our area sports teams, and Patrick Flannery is a proud supporter of local high school sports. All righty, and we're back here at West Carter High School here on the hill, where there is 5 minutes and it should be 27 seconds left to go on the clock. Rowan County facing a 2nd and 11 at the moment, and so we're going to get rolling here in the shotgun formation, and we're going to get a foul here. Rowan County was able to draw West Carter offside, so that is going to be a penalty there for the Comets. Still going to be 2nd down, but we're going to be moving the ball just a little bit up the field, and so that should be 2nd and 7
Second down and 7 for the Vikings.
So now this time under center is Menard. This time hands it off once again to number 26, and he's going to make a few yards up to the 20.
Wallace pushes it down 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the Vikings.
And so they're going to say he's right there on the 20, so that's going to be about 2 yards left to go. So 3rd and 2. Rowan County's making a little bit of movement here this afternoon against the Comets. Back under center, 2 on the left, 1 on the right, 2 in the rear. Falling down, hands it off. He's spinning around, still on his feet, and finally drugged down as that was once again, I believe that was Wallace.
Picks up the first down, tackled by number 16, Sam Jones.
And Sam Jones on the tackle for Wes Carter finally gets him down, but not the damage is already done there for Wes Carter. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for the Vikings as they have made their first trip here into the red zone of the Comets. Hands this one off once again, but he is met, but squeaks out just a couple yards. Gets it down to about the 25-yard line as that was to Wallace again.
Down by number 16, Jones. Picks up 3 on the carry, brings up 2nd and 7.
So they have 2nd and 7 on the board, and so that's where what we'll have, as well as we're looking at. Of course, we get a stoppage of play here, an official's timeout, as Brown heading back out on the field for Rowan County. Two on the left, 1 on the right for Rowan County. Menard under center this time. Tried to get it back over there to Hayes again. But they're going to stop it there. That was they were trying to judge if that was a forward pass or not, but that's going to be bringing up 3rd down nonetheless.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 as the pass goes backwards and rolls out of bounds.
So they did not roll it a forward pass. But they did say it was a backwards pass, but went out of bounds, and so it will still belong to Rowan County. And trying to hit Hayes again over there, but unable to connect, and so that's going to be bringing up 4th down for the Vikings. And so we're going to see if they're going to be bringing out their special teams unit out there. Because trying to take a look here and see who they've got, but they're going to keep the offense out there. They're not going to be didn't know how deep they were as far as on their special teams unit, but they're going to be holding on. He's going to be looking for Hayes again, but scrambles up the middle, gets to about the 10, and finally brought down by Blake McGlone. And so that is going to be a turnover on downs. And so Wes Carter stops Rowan County again here in the first quarter as looked like Hayes was trying, or not Hayes, but Bernard was trying his best out there to scramble to pick up the 1st down, but ended up not making it out that way. So it is going to be Wes Carter football with 3:27 left to play here. And so Wes Carter spreading out the field, 2 on the left, 2 on the right with a single back at the moment. E-step. Colling gets the ball, hands it off, and that's going to be a quarterback keeper.
E-step touches the ball and runs it. Picks up 3 yards on the carry. It'd be 2nd and 7 for the Comets.
So they picked up 3 yards, so he makes it up to the 15-yard line, and so it'll be 2nd and 7 here for the Comets. Of course, we know last year Wes Carter, they were very dangerous anytime Latavius Klein grabbed hold of the ball, but Not getting the huge runs like they did last year, but they are making some production. Estep this time fakes the handoff, trying to get it to McGlone, but that pass incomplete. And so that's going to be bringing up third down here for the Comets.
Pass intended for Malone. Ball short. Be 3rd and 7 for the Comets.
So Estep having some good looks at some of the receivers, but just not able to make a whole lot of connections out there just yet. So Wes Carter spreading out the field again, 2 on each side, 1 back. Going to pass it again. This time connects to Crampton, but there is a flag on the play.
Complete to number 5, Cole Crampton. Flag on the sideline, though.
And so we'll see what this is going to be, because pass was good from Estep to Crampton. And this is going to go against the Comets.
West Carter called for an ineligible receiver downfield.
So ineligible receiver, so Wes Carter is going to be losing some yards on this one, taking all the way back to the 10-yard line. And so that will be 3rd and 17 now for the Comets. Or excuse me, 3rd and, not 17, but 3rd and looks like 12 for the Comets. So Estep back in the shotgun again. Still in their spread package. Looking to pass again, but no, he's going to hold it, hold on to it. There is a flag down as he is brought down right around the 15. So he brought it back up to the original line of scrimmage after the penalty, but we have a flag on the play. And this is going to be holding against the Comets. And they're going to, Rowan County is going to decline that, and so it's going to be coming back.
For holding, the penalty was declined by Rowan County. It'll be 4th and 7 for the Comets.
So pick up a 5 on there, so it's going to be 4th down and 7 for Wes Carter. With 2:37 left to play here in the opening quarter. And we're going to have a false start here against the Comets. Number 4, Neil Lusher, took a quick step there on the side, and so that's going to push the Comets back just a little bit more, still 4th down. So that's going to take them back 5 yards and be back on the 10-yard line. And so it'll be 4th down and 12 now for the Comets. This time tighten it up just a little bit, 2 backs, tight end, 1 receiver on each end. As trying to get to McGlone, and that one hits to the back end, and that is going to be a safety. Rowan County is going to strike first off of the Wes Carter error as Blake McGlone, the center, tried to get it to Blake McGlone on the snap and ended up rolling out of the, or he finally got a hold of it, but stepped out of the back line from the end zone. And so Rowan County is on the board first, 2-0 here with 2 minutes and 5 seconds left to go here in the opening quarter for in this game. So we'll take a brief break as they get things all set back up. And you are watching 16th Region football action live here on Mantis Sports Media.
The area's best steak, burgers, fish, appetizers, and drinks, along with great live entertainment, games, and the big game on the big screen. Head to Henry's at 530 East Tom T. Hall Boulevard. And as the days get shorter, don't let that tan fade away. Head to Beach Buns Tanning. With a location near you, you are never too far away from a great tan. Henry's and Beach Bun Tanning are proud supporters of local high school sports. With fall and winter just around the corner, make sure your home is ready for the season with the help from the good people from James Do It Best Hardware. If you need to get your lawn ready or to trim a few trees before winter, we have you covered as an authorized steel dealer. And don't forget, Case Knives makes a great present any time of the year. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692.
And we're back here at West Carter, where our score is Rowan County 2, West Carter nothing, after Blake McGlone having to try to make the decision to either throw the football out to try to get an incomplete pass or just take the safety, and he ended up just tiptoeing out of the end zone, and so ended up taking the safety for West Carter. So after a safety, the kickoff is going to be on the 20-yard line. Ethan Bledsoe once again on the kickoff for the Comets. This time gets a little bit more air underneath it this time. Number 18 gets it and falls on it right around the 47-yard line. So Ballard Smith ended up picking that one up for Rowan County. Of course, Rowan County not giving the West Carter kickers a whole lot of space deep to kick it in. Of course, West Carter, they did have Wolf last year as the special teams punter, kickoff, and he did a fantastic job. So West Carter are going to have to try to find and improve upon the special teams here this season. So Rowan County's got two stacked up in the back, two on the left, one on the right. Hands it off to number 26, Wallace. And there's a fumble, and we'll see who gets on this. And there, the official's going to say it is West Carter ball, as Cole Wallace took it up the middle and then ran into some Comets there. And Cole Crampton dove in on the play for West Carter, and it is now West Carter's ball. So something that they needed to hopefully get a little bit of momentum on their side. Of course, West Carter picking up their first down of the year, but ended up getting drove back in that second possession that they had there. So West Carter now here with another possession in this first quarter with minute 56 on the clock. Estep handing it off to Crampton. Crampton on his feet. He's got a little bit of a hole. Turns and is met, and good. Sorry about that. Got a little bit too far on there, but picks up 7 yards on the play, and so it's going to be bringing up 2nd and 3.
Make it 8 yards as he brings it out to the 44-yard line.
They're going to actually give him 8 yards on the play, so it's going to be 2nd and 2. Sorry about the camera angle on there, but Cole Crampton made a fantastic run on there to get it within 2, and they're going to hand it to Crampton again. And there's going to be another fumble on the play, but I think Wes Carter was able to dive on it. And so that's going to be bringing up 3rd down.
3rd and 1 for the Comets.
It's not 3rd and Q. This is not math class here. There we go. 3rd and 1. And so we've got a time. I believe they may be going for a measurement here. And that's what it looks like. So we're going to get our first measurement of the year. I know during that Beechwood game last year, I think the chain gang actually was asking for some overtime pay as they were constantly making their way out. And I think now they're finally making their way in. And so we'll zoom in here and try to see if we can see what the officials are going to be looking at down here, as he has just crossed over the 45-yard line. And that's going to be just a little bit short on there. So Wes Carter, that's going to be 3rd and maybe a couple feet on there is going to be the play, or the call there.
Has the ball, 3rd and a foot.
So Wes Carter Set up, he's stepping the shotgun again, 2 on the left, fakes the handoff, trying to get this to McGlone, and he is leveled, and that is going to be a penalty there against the Vikings.
By number 8, Zach Menard.
Landon Raines I think that was Landon Raines was in that backfield, and he flattened Blake McGlone out there, and so it was over his head. It was not a catchable ball in any way, but since it was heading his way, he got flattened right around the 40-yard line. And so they're going to be reworking this back up with a minute 1 left to go. So they're going to say pass interference on there.
Over 15-yard pass interference penalty.
Because that was definitely a hard hit there, and so that's going to move the ball up to about the 40-yard line for the Comets.
West Carter will take over 1st and 10 from the Rowan County 39-yard line.
So this is going to be West Carter's first trip into Rowan County territory here this evening.
Wall Group Insurance.
There's the snap. Hands that one off to Crampton, and he rolls out to the right-hand side, but he's going to lose a yard on that. And so
on the tackle, number 5, Crampton.
So that is
loss of 1 on the play. Will bring it down 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 for the Comets, but time is dwindling down here with under 40 seconds left to play in this first quarter. Two on the right, 1 on the left for West Carter. Hands it off to Crampton again. Heads up the middle and gets almost back to the original line of scrimmage. But that's going to be bringing up 3rd down and about 10.
Back down to the 40-yard line.
As that is probably going to be the last play here of the first quarter. As we are
West Carter 0.
hit all zeros on the clock. And so your score at the end of the first quarter is West Carter 0 and Rowan County 2 picked up that safety in that first quarter. We'll take a brief commercial break, and we'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region football action live here on Manta Sports Media.
If you have ever been in an auto accident, it can be a very stressful and confusing time. So let Justin Criswell help you through the process to get what you deserve. The Criswell Law Office is here for all of your legal needs. Contact us at 606-474-0029 or visit our office at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky, or online at criswell.attorney. And remember that all will be well with Justin Criswell.
Patrick Flannery proudly serves as the Kentucky State Representative for the 96th District and would like to thank the citizens of Carter and Lawrence counties for their continued support. He would also like to wish good luck to all of our area sports teams, and Patrick Flannery is a proud supporter of local high school sports. And we're getting back here for the second quarter as it's going to be 3rd down and 10 for West Carter, still in their first trip here to the Vikings territory. Trying to get some action done on the ground with Cole Crampton, and he's had a few good runs this afternoon, but they're just trying to beat it in there and pick up a few yards here, a few yards there, and maybe try to pick up a passing play here and there. As West Carter now with 2 on the left, 1 on the right, tight end and back there as we are underway here in the second quarter, and they hand that one off to Crampton, and he loses it, and that is going to be
with a run, fumbles the ball, but it's picked up by number 70, Jackson Kidwell.
So number 70, Jackson Kidwell, falls on the ball as Crampton tries to get that out there, but ends up only picking up a couple yards after having the ball popped out. So that's going to be 4th down and 8 for the Comets. Last time the Comets tried to Punt ended up costing them 2. Hopefully that will not be the same case this time, as looks like they're going to be going for it here on 4th down. Wes Carter man in motion. E-step dropping back to pass. And don't know who he was trying to go for there. It was going to be intended for McGlone, but he had 2 Vikings on that side, so not for sure what he was seeing on that play, but that's going to be a turnover on downs, as Rowan County is going to be starting off in their own territory right around the 37-yard line. So Rowan County, only points on the board scored by Wes Carter for them this afternoon. So we're trying to get some action to get some points on the board, as hands that one off to number 26. He's still on his feet, and he has got some running room, and he has got some tacklers available, but is brought down right around the 2-yard line, as that one handed off to Cole Wallace. Takes that one huge all the way down to the 2-yard line or 3-yard line of Wes Carter. So there you go. That game, the game can change just like that on a fantastic run there by Cole Wallace. Wes Carter, he had lots of blockers on his way, but I believe that was Caden Wilson, if I'm not mistaken, was on the tackle there for the Comets, was able to catch up with them. So, not the Raiders, but the Vikings in red zone, and that is going to be a loss of yardage for Rowan County. As an official's timeout, we'll get our clock matched up here. As they handed that one off to Wallace, but Wallace's helmet came off, and so that means he's got to come off for at least one play. We'll zoom out so we can try to get the entire end zone out there as well. So Rowan County definitely threatening, knocking at the door. And he is in for the 6th, and that is going to be a Rowan County touchdown. So on the run, got that in for the 6. Couldn't quite see exactly who it was there, but might have been the quarterback keeper there for Menard. At least got that in toward the end zone there, and ended up picking up the 6 for Rowan County. And so your score right now is 8-0. Rowan County on top. And so now Landon Raines is out there to kick the extra point for Rowan County. Kick is up. And that is true and splits the uprights. And so Rowan County is now up 9-0 here in the second quarter with 10 minutes and 23 seconds left to play. We'll take a brief commercial break as we get things all ready to roll here for the kickoff. You're watching 16th Region football action live here on the Mantis Sports Media Network.
The next time you are in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfasts, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In. For the area's best steak, burgers, fish, appetizers, and drinks, along with great live entertainment, games, and the big game on the big screen, head to Henry's at 530 East Tom T. Hall Boulevard. And as the days get shorter, don't let that tan fade away. Head to Beach Buns Tanning, With a location near you, you are never too far away from a great tan. Henry's and Beach Bun Tanning are proud supporters of local high school sports.
All righty, we're back here at West Carter once again. Jeff the Mantis Irwin here on doing your play-by-play and a little bit of everything else here. I believe they said number 22, Rocky Miller, was the one that ran that in for Rowan County. So we'll be ready here for the kickoff, and this will be the first time we get to see the Rowan County special teams coming out, as it looks like number 11, Joshua Drake, is going to be kicking things off here for Rowan County. Of course, usually kicking here in high school football, typically, you can't get a good kicker every now and then, but, we'll see how Drake comes away with this one because, sometimes they can drill it deep out there, but this one's going to be on the ground and hits right around the 35-yard line, and that one was going to be taken by number 25, Jake Barker. And so it's going to be first down and 10 for the Comets, right on around the 35-yard line.
West Carter will start out first and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
So Rowan County off of the fantastic Cole Wallace run to get them down into the red zone, lost a few yards and then finally drove it in by Miller. And we're going to get looks like a timeout here. This one's going to be taken by the Vikings, so we'll take a brief commercial break here. Once again, you are watching 16th Region football action live here on Mantis Sports Media.
Come visit Stylish Stitches at our new home at 730 East Tom T. Howell Boulevard in Olive Hill, Kentucky, now with the Red Door Boutique, for the best in customized gifts and fashion, as well as local sports team merchandise. From the runway to game day, we have you covered. And for the area's freshest donuts and mouth-watering sliders, head to the drive-in at 561 East Tom T. Hall Boulevard. And also keep a lookout for our food truck heading to an area near you. Stylish Stitches and the drive-in are proud supporters of local high school sports.
Patrick Flannery proudly serves as the Kentucky State Representative for the 96th District and would like to thank the citizens of Carter and Lawrence counties for their continued support. He would also like to wish good luck to all of our area sports teams, and Patrick Flannery is a proud supporter of local high school sports. All righty, we're back here once again as Rowan County, one more timeout left. We'll get that on the graphic there. West Carter with still 2 timeouts left here in the half. West Carter going heavy on the left-hand side, man in motion. Hands it off to Crampton, sweeps out to the left. He's got a little bit of running room. Takes a dive and picks up about 9 on the run.
5, Crampton with a nice run. Picks up 9 yards on the carry. It'll be first and.
It'll be second and
1
from the West Carter's 44-yard line. So Crampton trying to get some things started here for the Comets. 2 on the right, 1 on the left, 1 on the back. He step low, snap, hands it off to Crampton again, tries to head right back up the middle. This time he's going to lose, looks about a yard on the play.
Yard.
So that's going to be bringing up 3rd and 2 now for the Comets. So West Carter primarily keeping it on the ground here in the first half, trying to make some connections. One of their largest gains out there was the pass interference off where Blake McGlone was out there, but they're trying to get something rolling here as they're going to hand this off to Crampton again. There's a flag on the play.
Crampton breaks through to first down territory, but there's a flag in the backfield.
So he picked up about 5, but looks like this is going to be coming back as that's going to be against the Comets.
That penalty brought to you by Hamilton Walgert.
So they're going to be marching backwards just a little bit as that flag came in from the backfield. And so now instead of being 2 yards away, they are now 12 yards away. So it's going to be 3rd and 12.
3rd and 15 for the Comets.
Or excuse me, 3rd and 15 for the Comets. As it's a spot foul on there. So 3rd down and 15 for Wes Carter, now spreading out the field a little bit. 2 on the left, 2 on the right, 1 in the back. Lushers was in motion. He's set now. E-step dropping back, looking to pass to try to get it to Lusher. But that one does not come in, so that's going to be bringing up 4th down.
For Neil Lusher.
So Wes Carter going to be forced to punt again, but there's actually another penalty actually on the ground there. And it looks like this is going to be another holding penalty against the Comets. So this one's going to be coming back. Actually, no. Rowan County has declined the penalty, so they're going to just take the 4th down, and it'll be 4th and 15 from Wes Carter's own 25-yard line. So penalties kind of starting to plague the Comets during this possession. Looks like Blake McGlone back to punt again for the Comets. As they move around a little bit, or no, excuse me, this is E-step. He's not back to punt. But he is going to be sacked big time by number 53, Byron May. And Rowan County is going to be taking over on downs.
And Rowan County will take over on 1st and 10 in West Carter territory.
And so this is going to be fantastic field position for Rowan County. But Wes Carter was going to try to put, I thought McGlone was back there to punt, but ended up switching up a little bit of positions once again, putting E-step back there, trying to run a trick play. E-step couldn't hold on to the ball. It was a little bit of a high snap, tucked it in, but it ended up being sacked for the Comets. So hand this one off to Wallace, but they're going to stop his, well, I would say forward progress, but not really forward progress as he ended up losing about 3 on the play. And Coach Barker furious with his team at the moment. So that's going to be 2nd down and about 13 for Rowan County. Rowan County 2 on the left, 1 on the right, 2 in the backfield. Man in motion, that's Hayes. Gets it to Hayes on the jet sweep, but Wes Carter has got their number on that one, and they're going to end up losing a couple more yards.
Down for a loss.
And so that's going to be about 3rd down and 15 for the Rowan County Vikings. So the halftime stats, I'm sure, will definitely be interesting this much to see about the penalty plays and then total yardage gained this afternoon in this first half. Menard trying to throw him offside, clapping his hands, trying to get things done, but he's going to be trying to get the playoff here before, and that's going to be a delay of game against the Vikings. So that's still going to be 3rd down. Menard thought he had the play in there and kept on looking over to the sideline,
brought to you by Hamilton Walgert,
trying to get things set up and running for his team, but ended up with running a delay of game penalty for the Vikings. So this time Rowan County is going to be overloading on the right-hand side. 3 on the right, 1 on the left, so isolation. Menard's looking back, and he is going to be fun. There, the ball is still alive, and that is going to be West Carter football as number 34, Connor Green, was back there to get Menard. But however, Menard dropped the ball, and another fumble there for Rowan County, and so West Carter is going to be picking back up with another possession here in the second quarter. Crazy play out there this afternoon as Menard was dropping back to pass, but ended up getting the, they're going to say he was actually down. Menard back to pass, and that one's going to be just short. Was intended for Lewis Hayes. So that was 4th down, actually, for the Vikings. I thought I seen a beanbag out there for a fumble, but it was not a fumble out there. It was they called him down on the play. Connor Green got the sack for West Carter, and on that 4th down play was 4th and 28. It looks like, and they end up turning that over on down. So sorry about the little bit of a mix-up there. We had that. So West Carter now another possession here in the second quarter. Man in motion now. Fakes it, tries to get it in, and does make it to McGlone, who's immediately flattened out by
number 32, Blake McGlone.
Looks like by number 26, Wallace was out there on the stop. They're going to give him the first down on there, so it will be 1st and 10.
First down brought to you by Medicine Cabinet Pharmacy of Olive Hill.
So West Carter now starting to make a little bit of progress with a 10-yard pass there to Blake McGlone from Estep. This time fumbles it a little bit, but number 5, Crampton, on the run, and he's going to be picking up about 5 yards.
He picks up 5 yards. The 2nd and 5 for the Comets at midfield.
I've noticed one thing about Crampton. It seems like he wants to start diving for the ball there right near making contact. It's one of those things you got to stay on your feet and try to make a little bit of play, spin off of somebody or something there. But, of course, Crampton only getting a few runs. Then Estep chased out of the pocket, and that's going to be incomplete. That was intended for Crampton.
For the Comets.
And so with 5:05 left, it's going to be 3rd and 5 here for West Carter. As Arian Brown tying his shoe in the West Carter backfield right now. So 3rd and 5, 2 on the right, 1 on the left, 1 in the back. And we're going to get a flag.
Flag at the line.
And looks like this one's going to go against Rowan County. So they're going to have an encroachment or offsides against Rowan County.
First down for West Carter as Rowan County's offsides.
And so on the offside penalty, that's going to put them down 5 yards, and that's just enough for a first down for the Comets. So they are now back in Rowan County territory again, right in on the 45-yard line. So 2 on the right, 2 on the left, 1 in the back for West Carter. There's the snap, and Estep was going to keep that, and he is swallowed up by 2 Vikings.
Takes care, he loses yards.
So he's going to end up losing a couple yards on there, so it's going to be 2nd down and 12 for the Comets on the quarterback keeper. faked the handoff to Crampton, and Crampton was right there as his lead blocker, but ended up getting wrapped up by two Rowan County Vikings. So our score is still Rowan County 9, West Carter 0. Second time that West Carter's been in Rowan County territory. This time, man in motion in the back. This time hands it off to Blake McGlone, and McGlone on his feet spinning around, and he's going to be picking up about 7 yards on the play.
40-yard line.
And so that's going to be about
7 yards. Will be
3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 for the Comets.
For West Carter. Blake McGlone with his first rush here of the afternoon. So West Carter only 5 yards to the next first down. Of course, field's in pretty good condition here this afternoon, especially after all the rain that we had this week. There's the snap. E-Step going to keep it again, but not going to get anything on that. And so that's going to be bringing up 4th and 5 now for the Comets. So the quarterback keeper's not been working too well for West Carter here this afternoon. So E-Step's back in the back. Looks like he's set to punt this time, but we'll see if it's another rotation. This time, nope. E-Step's going to kick it away, and that's going to make it down to about the 17-yard line.
Jones punt rolls dead inside the 20.
And so that's going to be a turnover there as West Carter punts that away. And so now it is going to be Rowan County football right around the West Carter 17-yard line. And so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Vikings. So Rowan County setting up now. Menard under center. He's got Brown and Wallace in the backfield. And gets that one rush up toward the middle. And that was Wallace on the run. Picked up maybe a couple feet, maybe called a yard, so we'll call that 2nd down to 9. For the Vikings here.
Pick up about 2 yards for Rowan County, brings up 2nd and 8.
So under 2 minutes left to play here in this opening half. Rowan County still leading West Carter 9-0 and hoping to expand out this lead going into halftime. And looking to pass once again, gets it across field, and we're going to see if that, they're going to call that an incomplete pass. He did not make a football move on there. So incomplete pass for the Vikings. That would have been disastrous for them if they called that a complete pass and then fumble. Had it in his hands, was turning to go with it, didn't finish the football move, and so it ruled an incomplete pass. So 1:32 left to play here in the opening half. Rowan County's now 3rd and 3. This time Menard's from the shotgun. Kind of directing traffic. Wallace is in the backfield. 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Calls for the snap, looking to pass. Throws it to Wallace and immediately wrapped up by Sam Jones.
That's good to Wallace.
And we're going to get I'm sure this is going to be a timeout here.
Short loss on the play.
Taken out by the Comets. They've got one more left to go. So each team will have one timeout left in this half. But we'll take a brief break, a 60-second break here. You are watching 16th Region football action live here on Manta Sports Media.
And visit Stylish Stitches at our new home at at 730 East Tom T. Howell Boulevard in Olive Hill, Kentucky, now with the Red Door Boutique, for the best in customized gifts and fashion, as well as local sports team merchandise. From the runway to game day, we have you covered. And for the area's freshest donuts and mouth-watering sliders, head to the drive-in at 561 East Tom T. Hall Boulevard. And also keep a lookout for our food truck heading to an area near you. Stylish Stitches and the drive-in are proud supporters of local high school sports. With fall and winter just around the corner, make sure your home is ready for the season with the help from the good people from James Do It Best Hardware. If you need to get your lawn ready or to trim a few trees before winter, we have you covered as an authorized steel dealer. And don't forget, Case Knives makes a great present any time of the year. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692.
Back here at West Carter once again, where it is 4th down and 9 for the Brown County Vikings. West Carter taking the timeout, hoping to get one more possession here in the second quarter. Brown County trying to get some additional personnel on, as that was number 88, Devin Frazier, running on the field. And looks like they are in punting formation. And this one's going to sail out of bounds right around the, they're going to mark it around the 34-yard line. So West Carter is going to be taking over once again, probably for the last possession of this half. With 1:13, we'll get our clock right here, 1:13 left to play. So they'll be giving it to E-Step here, trying to get the job done, try to get some points on the board before halftime.
So West Carter on the
West Carter overloading on the right side, 3 on the right, 1 on the left, 1 in the backfield. E-Step calls for the ball, immediately looking over, trying to get that to McGlone, but that is short, and so that's going to be an incomplete pass, and that'll be bringing up 2nd down. Minute 10 left to go on the clock. So a quick pass there by E-Step, just right at the feet of McGlone. West Carter, if they get a pass, they're going to have to try to hit to the, as that one's on the ground, E-Step throws it over to the side to McGlone, and he gets out of bounds. So pass completed over to McGlone, Blake McGlone of West Carter, and that's going to be picking up a few yards. Or looks like maybe he dropped the ball on there, so that's going to be bringing up.
Yard on the play, brings up 30.
Or they did have the pass completed. They're going to have him gaining about a yard, so it's going to be about 3rd and 9. With 1:02 left to play here in the half. Man in motion. E-Step airing it out down the side, trying to get it over to Isaiah Bond, but that pass was incomplete. So that's going to be bringing up 4th and 9 now for West Carter. So as the Comets trying to put on some points on the board, they've got to pick up 8 yards here if they want to continue with this shot. There's the snap. E-Step looking to pass. Trying to go deep, and he's got a man open, and he has got it. That one looked like that was to Isaiah Bond there on the left-hand side. Got the pass, and but he couldn't hang on to the sideline. He had nobody in between him and the goal line. So that's going to be the first trip for the Comets inside of the red zone. as it is 49 seconds left to go on the clock. Wes Carter knocking at the door, first down and 7. You can put it that way. They are within, they're in the red zone, only 7 yards away from 6 points. And they'll see if they can try to punch it in here. Overloading on the left-hand side. E-step fakes off the handoff. Tries to get it, and he has got a man open, and that is a Wes Carter touchdown. That one to Sam Jones. So Sam Jones for Wes Carter gets Wes Carter on the board here right before the end of the second half. And so fantastic play. They knew they had that left side open from the previous play, and hoping to get it punched in, and Sam Jones wide open on the left-hand side and took it in for the easy 6. So 7-yard pass from E-step to Jones for Wes Carter. And so Eli E-step doing a little bit of everything here. He's going to be kicking the extra point for Wes Carter. Blake McGlone set to hold. High snap. And the kick is up, and that is good. So Wes Carter gets on the scoreboard here in the second quarter with 43.5 seconds left. Gets that pass from E-step into Jones for the 6, and then E-step finishes the job and gets the extra point on there. So just the safety difference between these two teams heading in close to the halftime. We'll take a brief commercial break, and we'll be back here in 30 seconds here on Manta Sports Media Network.
If you have ever been in an auto accident, it can be a very stressful and confusing time. So let Justin Criswell help you through the process to get what you deserve. The Criswell Law Office is here for all of your legal needs. Contact us at 606-474-0029 or visit our office at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky, or online at criswell.attorney. And remember that all will be well with Justin Criswell.
All righty, we're back here at Wes Carter with 43.5 seconds left on the clock. Wes Carter finally getting it punched in by the pass from E-step to Jones, picking up the first touchdown of the year for the Comets. Of course, you can definitely tell the Comets starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm here later on in this second quarter. Of course, remember, as we mentioned earlier, Wes Carter having to take a 2-week break. Of course, Carter County Schools was supposed to be set to be one of the first schools in the Commonwealth to head back to school. But right beforehand, I think we were on Tuesday or Wednesday, and we got the call that it was going to be delayed 2 weeks, and sports could not practice. And so that kind of put the Comets behind the 8 ball, so only working off of 5 days of practice this week. As most other teams having some other chances to work out. Bledsoe kicks it off once again. And Rowan County still on their feet right now as they're going to punch it to right around the 40-yard line. And we'll see if we get our clock stopped here and reset back up as there is 37 seconds to go as Rowan County still a shot to try to put some points up on the board for before halftime. 37 seconds still left. So a lot can be happen during this time period. So Menard and Hayes kind of chatting it up just a little bit out there. So maybe a play possibly heading toward him because that's on the 40-yard line, so they've got 60 yards to go. There's the snap, going to hand that off, and he has got some running room, breaking a tackle, and then takes it all the way up to the Wes Carter, about the 48-yard line.
Flag on the play on the far side.
And it looks like there is a flag on the play. And this one may be coming back. VAR official showing a hold. And this one is going to be. So, yep, that is going to be a hold by Rowan County. So this one is going to be coming back. Good run there by Wallace. Just to be taken back. Let's see where they're going to spot it at. Right around the 43-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 nonetheless. Of course, clock's now running off of the play. Rowan County's got to get something done here if they want to try to advance it up. Looking to pass, going to go deep, and that one just outside of the reach. And they're going to wave that off. Blake McGlone on the coverage for Wes Carter. And was able, that one was intended for Lewis Hayes down the sideline. If he would have connected to that, but that was just outside of his reach. And there's another flag on the play. And we'll see what this one's going to be with 16 seconds left. As this one's coming from the side official. And another flag. So my guess this is going to be on Rowan County as Hayes apparently drawing that other one. Coach is going to have to get out there. So that is an unsportsmanlike against Rowan County. And then a dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike against Rowan County. So this is probably going to be 30 yards marched down the field. It'll be 3rd down. Now the official talking to Coach Ford, Kelly Ford, trying to figure out what's going on. But the first flag came in from the sideline, so that one may have been from the bench personnel, maybe Coach Ford himself. But that second one was right there by Lewis Hayes as he came in trying to give the officials his 2 cents and ended up picking up another 15 yards. And so this one is going to be way back in the back. Not a way to finish off the first half on there, especially with some silly unsportsmanlike plays, especially with the lead out there. I know it's only a 2-point lead. But this one is
brought to you by
going to be going way back in. And so they were originally at about the 43, and they're only going to call 15 on this, actually. So it's going to be 3rd down, and looks to be about 23 is what we're going to say, 3rd down and 23. So since both of those were during the dead ball period, they're only going to assess 1 penalty on there. But they'll definitely have Hayes' number for the rest of the game. So snapped, clock not starting here just yet. And that one's going to be brought down around the 28-yard line.
Timeout, Wes Carter.
So Wes Carter taking a timeout where it is going to be 4th down. For the Vikings. Didn't pick up much on the play. I still got it as about 4th and 23. He might have got a yard in on there, so we'll call that 4th and 22. So a long way to go. Almost 11 seconds, 10 and a half seconds to go. Of course, Wes Carter possibly a chance. Depends on if Rowan County is going to try to kick this for punt it, or if they're just going to try to go and run a play, try to eat off 10 seconds. So we'll take just a brief commercial break, and we'll be back here in 30 seconds here on the Mantis Sports Media Network.
The next time you are in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfasts, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In.
10 seconds left to go here in the half. Rowan County facing a 4th and 22 situation after a dead ball unsportsmanlike conduct against the bench and then against Hayes. So Rowan County set back to punt this time. As Wallace tries to get in. That's a block kick, and that's a live football. As it gets down, we're going to see where they're going to stop it at.
Block, and he goes down inside the 5-yard line.
Nonetheless, that was a 4th down, and so that's going to be within the 5-yard line as that one a blocked punt by Wes Carter. And so Wes Carter, with about 3 seconds left, there's 2.9 seconds left to go, is going to get possession, and it's going to be about 1st and 5 for the Comets. So Comets very well off of a good special teams play, may have a chance to punch it in if they can get it in this one play. Or if they may can squeeze out 2 if it's a quick pass. So Wes Carter spreading up the field now. 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Estep's got Crampton in the backfield. There's the snap. He's looking to pass. He's got a man open and tries to get it over to the left to Crampton, but just out throws him on the side. And so at the half, very interesting ball game here on the hill. Our score is Rowan County 9, West Carter 7. So interesting with penalties and everything else. Definitely week 1 football that you can tell. And so it's going to be interesting to see these stats here for halftime. But as we see the teams go into the locker room, we'll take a brief commercial break, and then hopefully we'll bring our stats to you here momentarily. So your score here at the half, Rowan County 9, West Carter 7. So we'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region football action live on the Mantis Sports Media Network. Patrick Flannery proudly serves as the Kentucky State Representative for the 96th District and would like to thank the citizens of Carter and Lawrence counties for their continued support. He would also like to wish good luck to all of our area sports teams, and Patrick Flannery is a proud supporter of local high school sports. For the area's best steak, burgers, fish, appetizers, and drinks, along with great live entertainment, games, and the big game on the big screen, head to Henry's at 530 East Tom T. Hall Boulevard. And as the days get shorter, don't let that tan fade away. Head to Beach Buns Tanning. With a location near you, you are never too far away from a great tan. Henry's and Beach Bun Tanning are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start?
Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Come visit Stylish Stitches at our new home at 730 East Tom T. Hall Boulevard in Olive Hill, Kentucky, now with the Red Door Boutique, for the best in customized gifts and fashion, as well as local sports team merchandise. From the runway to game day, we have you covered. And for the area's freshest donuts and mouth-watering sliders, head to the drive-in at 561 East Tom T. Hall Boulevard, and also keep a lookout for our food truck heading to an area near you. Stylish Stitches and the drive-in are proud supporters of local high school sports. With fall and winter just around the corner, make sure your home is ready for the season with the help from the good people from James Do It Best Hardware. If you need to get your lawn ready or to trim a few trees before winter, we have you covered as an authorized steel dealer. And don't forget, Case Knives makes a great present any time of the year. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2626. 2692. If you have ever been in an auto accident, it can be a very stressful and confusing time. So let Justin Criswell help you through the process to get what you deserve. The Criswell Law Office is here for all of your legal needs. Contact us at 606-474-0029 or visit our office at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky, or online at criswell.attorney. And remember that all will be well with Justin Criswell. The next time you are in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfasts, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In.
Alrighty, we're here still at halftime at West Carter, 10 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. So it's been some fantastic game here today. Of course, scoring recap so far, and we'll try to get your stats to you here momentarily. Of course, scoring started out on this end of the football with West Carter having a little bit of a miscue on special teams as Blake McGlone trying to take the snap for the kick. For the punt, but ends up stepping out of the end zone for 2 points. So Rowan County scored first, 2-0 off of the West Carter safety. Then Rowan County having a fantastic run from Cole Wallace, getting it all the way down to about the 3-yard line before being punched in by number 22, Rocky Miller from Rowan County. And then it was 9-0. And then finally in that last half, West Carter ended up scoring from the pass from E-Step to Sam Jones on there. So let's take a look. And like I said, we mentioned the timing of those scoring on there. So the end of the first quarter was 2-0. And then the end of the half here right now is 9-7. Like I said, there was a Rowan County safety, or West Carter safety for Rowan County at 2:05 in the first quarter. Then Rowan County's Rocky Miller had a 3-yard run at the 10-minute and 26-second mark. And then with 43 and a half seconds left to go in that second quarter as well, Sam Jones had an 8-yard pass from Eli Estep, and then Estep with the extra point as well. Taking a look right now, West Carter has 6 first downs on the night to Rowan County's 4. There has been 6 penalties by the Comets for a total of 30 yards. And Rowan County had 7 penalties for a total of 60 yards, so 90 yards in penalties by both teams, and 13 penalties in that first half. There was no turnovers by the Comets in that first half. Rowan County had 2 turnovers, 1 fumble, and then 1 block kick right there at the end. West Carter has rushed the ball 18 times for 28 yards. Rowan County has rushed the ball 16 times for a total of 78 yards. West Carter is 5 for 13 in passing for 52 yards, and Rowan County is 3 for 9 for 22 yards in passing as well. So total yards for West Carter, they've off of 31 plays, they've had a total of 80 yards, and then for Rowan County, had a total of 100 yards. So they're the first to 100 yards off of 27 plays. Taking a look at some individual plays on there as well. See if I can try to get the final look up here. Of course, West Carter ended up with, I believe, 28 yards in the first quarter out there as well. So trying to get the total yardage out there. But yeah, 31 for 80 yards, and Rowan County 27 plays for 100 yards. And so taking a look at running stats, there we go. This is what I'm getting now from our stats person. I do want to thank Zach Stevens of the West Carter Comet statistician for providing me these stats. So Cole Wallace running right now he's run the ball 12 times for Rowan County, getting a total of 77 yards. And then it looked like Zach Menard ended up with a total, he's run the ball twice for a total of -7 yards. So on the loss. Then Rocky Miller, number 22, had a 3-yard run that resulted in a touchdown. And then Lewis Hayes on a jet sweep ended up losing 2 yards for Rowan County. Taking a look at West Carter, Cole Crampton has run the ball 12 times for a total of 28 yards. And then Eli Estep on the quarterback keeper has kept it 5 times for a total of -6 yards. And then number 32, that is Blake McGlone, has 1 rush for 6 yards. So, like I said, interesting stats out there today. West Carter picking up more first downs on the afternoon. 1 less penalty than Rowan County. So this has just definitely been week 1 football is all I got to say about that, because, it's interesting. You see out there that here they come in and, a lot of penalties out there, a couple false starts, a couple, a delay of game, as well as some penalties for offsides. So these teams definitely showing some rust out there for first week out there. So definitely better football to be played, and hopefully both teams playing their best football as we head in closer in toward November. And so, like I said, this is the first game that Rowan County has played against West Carter in 14 years. And so, and the battles have been typically pretty close. With the last game that they had, it was 31-23, and so that was just an 8-point difference there. And then the one before that was 46-44 back in 2005. And so that is our difference out there at the moment. So taking a look out there for our Facebook post and everything, make sure you give us a shout out on Facebook. Put a comment there, say who you're cheering for, and we'll try to mention you out there as well. Like I said, we like to try to get with some of our fans and everything out there. But we've had some good fans there tonight. Harold D. Block on there. So he is one of our share, and he's cheering on the comments, but he's thinking the Rowan County may end up picking this one up on there. So we'll see how that plays out. Good to see Tanya Rowe out there this afternoon. Of course, got the boss, Rachel Irwin, right behind us today, monitoring everything, making sure everything's going all right. And so, trying to make sure that we're getting everything out here as well. Mia White, good to see you out there cheering on the Rowan County Vikings, as well as Brandon Roberts. And thank you very much for sharing that out there as well. And like I said, share this out there. Try to get it out to as many people as what you can, because, there's some great football going on here in the Bluegrass. And, I mean, you're looking at 2 teams last year that had some fantastic success. Rowan County making it to the second round of the playoffs, and West Carter making it all the way to the semifinals. So looking hopefully for some good football and a good second half here. Gary and Christy Brown, thank you for tuning in here as well. And once again, thank you to Julie Prairie, mom to last year's quarterback Ori Perry. Glad to have you out there and tuning in some stars. And if you got stars, something that's out there, you might see a little post out there. It's just a way of helping to support us and support local high school sports. And like I said, we use that money just to keep on being able to provide this service out there to you. Barb Jones cheering on the Comets as well. So glad to see you out there. Fran Granham, good to see you there, cheering on the Comets. Thank you, Brandon Roberts, for that. Did finally get that. Number 22 did run it in. When you're a one-man show, sometimes you got a little bit of everything going on up here, and something quick happens. It's sometimes easy to miss it, and you just try to look at everything else on there. Looking for Michael Nunley. West Carter did have some times when it was a little bit rough for him, but definitely got it within striking range. Only a 2-point difference here. So they finally did scoring in before the half. Good to see Jonathan Schwab out there, next door neighbor in the second floor in higher education here at West Carter, cheering on his comments here. Of course, Judy Collins, scoreboard's always on the bottom there. It is Rowan County 9, West Carter 7. Good to see Tim Harris out there cheering on his comments. Also, he does some fantastic photography work and everything else, and I'll probably be seeing him bright and early in the morning at 8:30 as he's part of the worship team at First Baptist Church here in Olive Hill. So looking forward to that. So thank you, Julie Perry, in there again, trying to help us out there with the stars and everything else. It does help out. We do get that, and like I said, pretty much I have not paid myself yet for any of the work on here. I've been trying to put it all back in, and primarily doing this for the kids out here. Of course, if you know anything about me, I do teach business out here at West Carter. So it's one of those that I like to give back to the kids and everything, but also provide a service here to all of our fans here in the 16th region. We try to be fair and balanced here in all of our play calls and everything else. You do something good, I'm going to give you credit for it. So West Carter getting ready to head back on the field. So as we get into warm-up time here, we'll take a brief break. And you were watching 16th Region West Carter and Rowan County football action live here on the Manta Sports Media Network. We'll be back here momentarily here live on Facebook.
Stylish stitches at our new home at 730 East Tom T. Howell Boulevard in Olive Hill, Kentucky. Now with the Red Door Boutique for the best in customized gifts and fashion, as well as local sports team merchandise. From the runway to game day, we have you covered. And for the area's freshest donuts and mouth-watering sliders, head to the drive-in at 561 East Tom T. Hall Boulevard. And also keep a lookout for our food truck heading to an area near you. Stylish Stitches and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports. With fall and winter just around the corner, make sure your home is ready for the season with the help from the good people from James Do It Best Hardware. If you need to get your lawn ready or to trim a few trees before winter, we have you covered as an authorized steel dealer. And don't forget, Case Knives makes a great present any time of the year. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692. If you have ever been in an auto accident, it can be a very stressful and confusing time. So let Justin Criswell help you through the process to get what you deserve. The Criswell Law Office is here for all of your legal needs. Contact us at 606-474-0029 or visit our office at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky, or online at criswell.attorney. And remember that all will be well with Justin Criswell.
Patrick Flannery proudly serves as the Kentucky State Representative for the 96th District and would like to thank the citizens of Carter and Lawrence counties for their continued support. He would also like to wish good luck to all of our area sports teams, and Patrick Flannery is a proud supporter of local high school sports.
Next time you are in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfasts, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In. For the area's best steak, burgers, fish, appetizers, and drinks, along with great live entertainment, games, and the big game on the big screen, head to Henry's at 530 East Tom T. Hall Boulevard. And as the days get shorter, don't let that tan fade away. Head to Beach Buns Tanning. With a location near you, you are never too far away from a great tan. Henry's and Beach Bun Tanning are proud supporters of local high school sports.
All right, and we're just about ready to start off the second half here. If anybody's got any scorers out there, I know there's not a whole lot of games and everything else going on. I know East Carter's down at Montgomery County. But if you got any scorers, report them to us and put them out there on the the comment section. Love to hear you from there. And so thanks, Vaughn and Perry, for coming in. Dan and Vaughn cheering on Wes Carter comments as well. And so we're getting ready here, and it looks like it is going to be Rowan County kicking off to Wes Carter. So Wes Carter is going to have the opening possession here, deferred to the second half. And so we're going to be underway here with Joshua Drake getting ready to kick things off here for Rowan County. And the kickoff is there, and it makes it about to the 25-yard line, and that is picked up by number 32. And he's going to be brought down, and so that was Blake McGlone on the return.
Wes Carter, 35.
So picks up about a 10-yard return there for the Comets. And so it will be 1st and 10, Wes Carter on the 35-yard line. So Wes Carter definitely threatened there in the end of the second, just about punching it in there at the end, but couldn't get it in the end zone. So trying to march their way down this time. As there's the snap, handing that off to Cole Crampton. He's still on his feet fighting for the yards, and I think they're going to stop him on forward progress here.
Hand off to Crampton. He turns his ways and
he makes it back the line of scrimmage, and so it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for Wes Carter. So Wes Carter, definitely, they were a running school last year, was able to open up the passing just a little bit. But Wes Carter seems like they're getting more on the passing side this time. Overloading trips on the right-hand side, isolated on the left. We've got Timothy Fields running there, and that was a pass to get it to try to get it over to Cole Crampton. But that pass was incomplete, and so that's going to be bringing up 3rd down for Wes Carter here in their opening possession of the second half. Of course, first game jitters and everything else definitely a factor for both teams out there. Dropping some passes that should have been caught, or maybe rushing things just a touch. But hopefully as the season progresses, both these teams will settle down and get into their groove. There's the snap. E-Step looking toward his left and makes a connection there to Blake McGlone. And looks like he's going to end up picking up a 1st down for the Comets.
Signal is 1st down for the Comets. That 1st down brought to you by Madison Capital Pharmacy of all of this.
So that's going to be 1st and 10 for the Comets as they are now on their own 45-yard line. So just right in front of us, Wes Carter is going to be heading in this third quarter from left to right. Rowan County would be defending on the right. And looks like we've got a officials timeout here. We'll see what's going on. Okay, and then we're ready to play again. Just a quick little timeout there. McGlone, and that was a low snap, but able to get it over to the side and got it to McGlone. So pass is completed. E-Step having to fight for that low snap, able to get it shuffled over to McGlone, who picks up about 2 yards on the play, and so it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Comets. Of course, you can definitely tell this afternoon ball becoming wet may be an issue here as well, as it's been a very humid afternoon. I know the equipment up here is starting to get a little bit of a shine to it from the moisture that's out there. Man in motion, E-Step gets the ball, looking to pass, and there's going to be a flag on the play as that is going to be an incomplete pass, but I say this is going to be against Wes Carter. So right about the 39-yard line, and that is going to be holding.
For a hold.
against Wes Carter.
Penalty from the spot.
So that's going to be a 10-yard penalty and spot foul. So that's going to be from right around the 38. So that's going to take the Comets all the way back down to about the 28-yard line. That was kind of a costly penalty as Estep trying to get free, and his blocker back there trying to prevent that from happening. And so this is long territory. So this is going to be second and 25 out there. So second and 25 for the Comets. So Estep gets a snap this time, fakes the handoff to McGlone. He's going to air it out. He's got a man downfield, and that one incomplete. And I believe that one was heading toward Cole Crampton. He had a wide open field,
number 5 Crampton.
wide in front of him, but Estep just couldn't get the ball to him. So that's going to be bringing up third down. And there's not a flag on the play there. Let me get that cleared off. That's going to be bringing up third down and 25 here for the Comets. So the Comets going to have to try to get something done during this play to try to get it up the field just a little bit. So isolated on the right, 2 on the left. Has the snap. This time is going to hand it off to Crampton. Crampton gets tripped up, maybe picks up about 2 yards.
Brings up the middle.
And so that's going to be fourth down and about 23 for Wes Carter. And so this is definitely going to be a punting situation here for the Comets. Don't want to give Rowan County the short field here for their first possession.
Fourth down and 22 for the Comets.
Of course, we have seen one blocked kick tonight by Wes Carter, so we will see. And so let's see who we got out there. There's the punt, number 18, Estep with the punt. Good punt for Wes Carter. Gets that down to the 30, and it's still rolling around out there, and finally going to get it down all the way to about the 28-yard line.
Dead around 24
so that was a good punt there by Estep. Like I said, Estep kind of taking charge a little bit, doing a little bit of everything out there as far as special teams goes and everything. And so it's going to be Rowan County's football, their first possession here of the second half, with 8 minutes and 59 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. So there's the snap. Hands it off to Wallace once again. He spins, and he's still on his feet, and he may have a first down here as Cole Wallace on the run.
Good enough for a first down.
And he picks up 10 yards and does get the first down, so it will be first again once again here. But there is a player down for Wes Carter. So we'll kind of pan off over to the side as looks like that is Connor Green. On the field right now. They're going to try to get, I think it's just a cramp, the official working on him there. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout here as they try to get him stretched out. Your score is Rowan County 9, Wes Carter 7, and it's going to be first and 10 for Rowan County here on about the 34-yard line. So we'll be back here in 30 seconds here on Mantis Sports Media.
Visit Stylish Stitches at our new home at 730 East Tom T. Howell Boulevard in Olive Hill, Kentucky, now with the Red Door Boutique, for the best in customized gifts and fashion, as well as local sports team merchandise. From the runway to game day, we have you covered. And for the area's freshest donuts and mouth-watering sliders, head to the drive-in at 561 East Tom T. Hall Boulevard, and also keep a lookout for our food truck heading to an area near you. Stylish Stitches and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports. With fall and winter just around the corner, make sure your home is ready for the season with the help from the good people from James Do It Best Hardware. If you need to get your lawn ready or to trim a few trees before winter, we have you covered as an authorized steel dealer. And don't forget, Case Knives makes a great present any time of the year. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692.
Back here once again, they were able to get Connor Green going off underneath his own power. Must have been a cramp out there. Of course, a very humid night like tonight. That's going to draw all the moisture out of there. So it looked like direct snap to Wallace, and he's going to be losing about 4 yards on the play. So that's going to be second down and 14 as direct snap to Cole Wallace.
3 on that play will bring up second and 13.
So they got him down to around just a little bit past the 30-yard line as the Comets able to wrap him up out there as well. Of course, another side effect, too, of having a couple weeks off, as there's the pass over to Lewis Hayes, and he is going to be brought down, and he makes it to the 30-yard line. And so that's going to be bringing up
the yard on that play.
It's going to be bringing up third down and 14 now, as he's just a little bit behind. So lost about maybe a foot and a half there on the pass, Menard to Hayes. So 7 minutes, 40 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Been a defensive battle most of the night. So third down. There's Menard looking to pass. Airs it out across the middle of the field, and that looks like that is intercepted by Wes Carter. And they're going to say incomplete pass, incomplete pass.
As the ball hit the ground.
And he is down. He is hurt. That looks like that was Caden Wilson. Just about had the interception there for Wes Carter. And looks like hopefully it's just a cramp for him as they get the team out there as well. The trainers out there try to get him stretched out a little bit. We'll take another brief break here as they're working with Wilson there to try to help him get that cramp out. So we'll be back here momentarily here. You're watching Wes Carter and Rowan County football live here on Mantis Sports Media Network.
If you have ever been in an auto accident, it can be a very stressful and confusing time. So let Justin Criswell help you through the process to get what you deserve. The Criswell Law Office is here for all of your legal needs. Contact us at 606-474-0029 or visit our office at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky, or online at criswell.attorney. And remember that all will be well with Justin Criswell.
Okay, back here at Wes Carter, and that was Caden Wilson. Just about had the interception for Wes Carter, but ball hit the ground. He was definitely there for it, but being carried off the field by the Wes Carter sideline. As we mentioned, and it appeared to be cramps as well. You know, opening game, definitely something that cramps does have an effect here. And so that's the second Wes Carter player here in this third quarter that has went down due to cramps. All righty, so it's 7:23 left to play, and we are now 4th and 14 as it looks like Cole Wallace is in the back to punt there for Rowan County. Kind of a high kick, makes it just about to the 49-yard line of Wes Carter, to where it is going to be stopped there.
As it comes back over
so favorable Wes Carter bounce there, getting the ball just into Rowan County territory here. And so it will be Wes Carter football here. Still 9-7's our score with 7 minutes, 14 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. So Wes Carter having to punt it away in their last possession. As we said, this has definitely been a defensive battle most of the night here. And it's going to hand this one off to Crampton. He plows ahead.
Crampton picks up 8 or 9
gets it up
yards
to about the 39-yard line. And so,
41.
Or excuse me, 41-yard line. I was off just a little bit there, and so that's going to be bringing up second down and about 2. So 8-yard rush there by Cole Crampton. So Crampton went down just it's Connor Green a little bit earlier. Went down with the cramp, and hopefully they're getting some fluids and be back on the field here momentarily. There's the snap, handed off to Crampton again. This time he's got some first down yardage and just a little bit as he is tackled by number 26, Cole Wallace. And so that's going to be another Wes Carter first down here with 6:29 left to go here in the third quarter. And so we're going to have an officials timeout, as this time we have a Rowan County player down on there. So we'll pan away there. Don't want to show an injured player there, but while they're working on them, we'll take a brief break here. You are watching Wes Carter and Rowan County football live here on the Manta Sports Media Network here on Facebook. And, of course, we will be rebroadcasting this game on our YouTube channel here after the conclusion of this game. So we'll be back here momentarily here on Facebook.
Patrick Flannery proudly serves as the Kentucky State Representative for the 96th District and would like to thank the citizens of Carter and Lawrence counties for their continued support. He would also like to wish good luck to all of our area sports teams, and Patrick Flannery is a proud supporter of local high school sports. Next time you are in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfasts, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In.
Okay, we're back here at Wes Carter once again, where I believe that was Braxton Terry for Rowan County going down. It does appear to be a cramp, so definitely, like I said, on a humid night, will cause that to happen, especially with some teams maybe not being able to practice. E-step, he's got a wide open lane now to take it. He's got a block there, and so he's continuing on, and he has got a first down and then some. As Sam Jones came in there and picked up a key block to advance E-step up. McGlone going back to the huddle. He may have a cramp as well. He was kind of hobbling around just a little bit. So we got another officials timeout, as it's Blake McGlone on the ground for Wes Carter. Like I said, hopefully just another cramp out there, as he's kind of reaching for that hamstring, so that very well may be it.
17-yard pickup by Eli E-step.
As announcer just said, that was a 17-yard pickup, taking it all the way down to inside the 20, so Wes Carter will be in the red zone here. But we'll take another brief commercial break as the trainers are on the field, and we will be back here momentarily. You're watching Wes Carter and Rowan County football live here on the Manta Sports Media Network.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start?
Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Be great.
Alrighty, back here once again as Blake McGlone helped off the field. As we were saying, guarantee that on a night like tonight, first night, definitely need some bananas, some pickle juice, or some pickles. As he step with the throw, and that is intercepted by Rowan County. However, there is a flag on the field here on the right side, and they're going to decline that. Looks like it was an ineligible receiver on for Wes Carter, and so that is going to be a turnover there. Wes Carter's first turnover of the afternoon, as it is an ineligible receiver against the Comets. Coach Ford's going to wave that one off, and so it will be 1st and 10 for Rowan County, but they are going to be deep in West Carter territory there. Looks to be right around possibly the 1 yard line. So that's going to be interesting as that was an interception, Eli Estep's first interception of the season. But now Rowan County's pinned back up against their goal line. So they're going to need to do something to try to punch this out a little bit, kind of give them some breathing room there. Like I said, this could be safety territory, and wouldn't it be something, 2 safeties, and we're tied up at 9 apiece. As there's a handoff to Wallace, and he's going to give him a little bit of breathing room as he gets it out just past the 5 yard line. So he picks up about 3, and we're going to get another official's timeout here as another player down. Looks like this one's Blake Perry from Rowan County. So we'll keep it here as we try to get everything updated here. No flag on the play, just a player down. So that was about a 5 yard pickup there by Wallace, Cole Wallace. And looks like Blake Perry going off underneath his own power. So we'll get a start back up here again. Get our camera angle there. So still 9-7 with 5:52 left to play. Halftime was definitely not friendly for either team out there, as most we've had several stoppages here in this third quarter due to players going down mostly with cramps. So Rowan County isolated 1 on the right side, 2 on the left, and 2 backs. This time hands it off to Wallace again, and he's still on his feet, pushing the pile, and he's going to be breaking into first ground territory.
Indication is first down.
So that'll be 1st and 10 for Rowan County. So 1st and 10 after the Wallace picks up about 6-7 yards on the run. Of course, a little cool breeze now coming in as Tom hands it off to Wallace again, right up the middle, and dog pile's going to be pushed forward, and he's going to make just a little bit, maybe gain maybe a foot or so on there. So it's going to be second. Or they're going to give him probably just about a yard on the play. So it'll be about 2nd and 9 for Rowan County here. As Rowan County putting on some new personnel. Joshua Drake coming in. So Menard in the shotgun. He's going to drop back to pass, looks over to the right-hand side, and he has got it connected as Joshua Drake just came in for Rowan County and picks up some yardage there. See where they mark him at. Looks like he's going to be about 3 yards short as they're going to put him right around the 23-yard line, or he's going to be about 2 yards short on there. So that's going to be bringing up 3rd and 2, not 92, but 3rd and 2. There's the play once again, and this time splitting off to the right, and it looks like he's going to be making some first-yard downage there.
Ball gets squeezed down on the edge. Indication is first down.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Rowan County. They pick up another first down here. So Rowan County starting off this drive at around the 2-yard line. And has pushed it all the way out to around the their own 25-yard line. This time throws it out over to the side to Hayes, and Hayes is on his feet, and he is still running. And he's going to be swarmed down by Wes Carter after getting deep into Comet territory. Makes it around the 28-yard line. And so that is going to be first down Rowan County as they get deep into Wes Carter territory. Get our time set here. So 3 minutes, 55 seconds left here in the third quarter. Rowan County, a little bit of a hurry-up offense there, trying to get some things going in this third quarter. 2 on the left, 1 on the right, 1 back, double back for Rowan County. He's got Miller out there as well. And that is going to be brought down once again. Cole Wallace on the run. And that looked like Tim Fields on the tackle. So that's going to be bringing up second down here for the Vikings. So that was about a 7-yard run. So it's going to be 2nd and 3. As Rowan County definitely picking up the tempo here just a little bit. This time rolls out himself is Menard, and he is going to be dropped right near the line of scrimmage.
Menard on the carry.
And we're going to get another stoppage of play here. Officials timeout. We have a Wes Carter player down as Blake McGlone was on the tackle, as well as looked like Neil Lusher. I think, and that is who is down at the moment. So another cramp there. Looks like another calf muscle cramp. So we'll take another brief commercial break, and we'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region football action here, Wes Carter and Rowan County, live here on the Mantis Sports Media Network.
Patrick Flannery proudly serves as the Kentucky State Representative for the 96th District and would like to thank the citizens of Carter and Lawrence counties for their continued support. He would also like to wish good luck to all of our area sports teams, and Patrick Flannery is a proud supporter of local high school sports.
Okay, back here at Wes Carter, and that was Neil Lusher on the tackle as well, and he was down, had a calf cramp there, but going off the field underneath his own power, trotting off the field, and so that's going to be 3rd down and 2 now for the Vikings here. And going to hand this off to Wallace once again. And he's going to be picking up some first ground territory. And so that is going to be another first down here for the Vikings as they are now in the red zone territory. And we've got another player down now for Rowan County. Looks like that is Blake Perry again. He was down just a little bit earlier. As we said, it's one of those things that cramps, they come in multiples out there. So if you get one and you're back out there and playing, especially in this humidity, it's going to have an effect on you. And so we'll get the camera there off of the staff there. But another officials timeout here, but we'll keep this ready to go. Thank you, Ms. Spillman there. Looks like East Carter is up over Montgomery County as of 3 minutes ago, 22-13. So East Carter in their home opener as well. So they are currently up over Montgomery County 22-13. So thank you, Kira Spillman, for that. And thank you, Tim Harris, for sending out some stars our way. This is definitely appreciated and everything else. Of course, looked like at the half, looked like East Carter was up 14-13. And thank you, Brandon and Lindsay Gillespie, as well, for sending some stars. Definitely appreciate that. And thank you, Julie Perry. Gave us the East Carter halftime score, 14-13, and looks like it is now 22-13. And so East Carter looking good at the moment. Of course, we are still at 9-7 here at West Carter. So we're getting ready to get back underway. As we said, this weather and like I said, first games anyway, seems to have a little bit more cramps as well, getting several stoppages out there. So Menard looking to pass, ends up rolling off to his left. He's crossing back to his right again. He's only got to get through a couple comets, but he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. And looks like there is going to be a flag on the play. As Menard, Zach Menard kept that himself, rolled off to his left, and then went back to his right, and just about got a touchdown there, but there is a flag on the play near where he went down at, and this one's going to go against the Vikings, as it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct.
Okay, call for unsportsmanlike.
So that's going to push them back 15 yards. They were within striking distance right there, but another unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. That's the Rowan County's third one of the night. So that's going to be pushing them back to about the 17-yard line. And so that would push them. Of course, they're going to be starting off at that 17-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 since it was a dead ball foul. It's not going to be a loss of down or, tacked on to where it's at. They're going to be putting it there. Or correction, they're dropping the sticks there, and so it's going to be 1st and 17, so it is a 1st and goal situation. I was kind of thinking that might be in, but they had the sticks still up, and Coach Ford from Rowan County hitting his head after that one, trying to figure out what's going on. So kind of another uncalled for penalty there, especially when you're
first and go from the 18-yard line.
Right near the goal line. I mean, easy 2 yards to try to get it punched in, but now they've been backed up 15, so it's going to be 1st and 17 here for the Vikings.
Maybe 1st and 10.
So they're going to change that back. Actually, they're bringing the sticks back out, so it's going to be 1st and 10 now. We're trying to decide what the officials are going to do here during this play. Man in motion. That looks like Hayes. But they hand it off to Wallace. Wallace rolling out to his left. He's got a hole and a gap, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Rowan County. No flags on the play, so that one is going to stand, as that one was a 17-yard rush in by Cole Wallace of Rowan County. And so Rowan County extending out their lead now, and it is 15-7, Rowan County on top. Say Jackson Cornett going out now for Rowan County, going to be on the line, and looks like it's going to be Raines once again for the extra point. So Landon Raines, he's 1 for 1 on the night so far. And it's down, and that one is blocked by Wes Carter. So the kick is no good, so Raines goes down to 1 and 2 as that is the second special teams stoppage by Wes Carter. And so Wes Carter kind of getting things back in a little bit, of course down a little bit, but still within reach as now your score is Rowan County 15, Wes Carter 7. So we'll be back here momentarily. You're watching Wes Carter and Rowan County football live here on Manta Sports Media.
With fall and winter just around the corner, make sure your home is ready for the season with the help from the good people from James Do It Best Hardware. If you need to get your lawn ready or to trim a few trees before winter, we have you covered as an authorized steel dealer. And don't forget, Case Knives makes a great present any time of the year. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692. If you have ever been in an auto accident, it can be a very stressful and confusing time. So let Justin Criswell help you through the process to get what you deserve. The Criswell Law Office is here for all of your legal needs. Contact us at 606-474-0029 or visit our office at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky, or online.
And hate to cut the commercial just a little bit short, but kickoff here. That one's going to go out of bounds, and so
kick goes out of bounds at the
that will be a penalty. So the ball ended up rolling about to the 40-yard line where it finally went out, and so that's going to be an illegal procedure against the Vikings. So legal procedure against Rowan County. And so it looks like that's going to be 1st and 10 for Wes Carter, and it will be at the 40-yard line with 2 minutes and 13 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. E-step connects with Cole Crampton. He's got about 5 on the pass, and so that's going to be bringing up 2nd down. So pass complete to Crampton.
Cole Crampton, good gain of 6 yards.
They will get about 6 on it, so that's going to be 2nd down and 4 for the Comets as they're getting started here. Of course, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion will get the Comets back in this game, and that's what they're going to be looking for. Of course, we know last year Wes Carter, definitely a second-half team when facing some good teams out there. Crampton had about 3 yards on the play, but took a step back and fell down on there, so that's going to be bringing up 3rd down and picks up 1 on the play, so that's going to be 3rd down and 3. For the Comets as the ball is now on the about 46, 47-yard line. Wes Carter 2 on the left, empty on the right-hand side. Hands this one to Crampton again, and he's trying to move forward, but he's going to pick up maybe about a foot. And so that's going to be bringing up 4th down for Wes Carter.
Brings up 4th and 3 for the Comets.
So trying to get things done up the middle and trying to wear Rowan County's defensive line down, but not getting the job done here at the moment as we're rolling down to about 30 seconds left in the half. So Wes Carter will have time for one more play here, especially on this 4th and 3 for the Comets. 1 on the left, 1 on the right. They're going to be punting this time as E-step back to punt. And looks like number 2, Raines, back to receive for Rowan County. Good kick by E-step as that one's going to roll down to around the 5, It's going to be on the 4-yard line is where Wes Carter is going to kill it off. And there is 0.7 of a second, so we will have one more play here as it's going to be first down and 10 for Rowan County at about the Wes Carter 4-yard line. So just enough time, as we mentioned, to run one play here. Of course, sometimes these last-minute plays, if they can come out, it's time to try something a little bit new or tricky to throw the defense off. If you're Rowan County, Wes Carter just needs to contain. They're probably going to be spreading the field out, not wanting the ball to get in behind them. So Rowan County, 2 on the left, 1 on the right, 2 in the backfield. Man in motion, that's Hayes. And they hand this one off to Wallace, and he is on his feet, and there is going to be a flag on the play.
Penalty on the play, though.
As he makes looks like about almost a first down out there, but we'll see what this penalty is going to be. As that was the last play of the half. Because looks like as far as yardage, they've got them down right around the probably near the 15-yard line. Officials break their huddle, and it's going to be a personal foul horse collar against the Comets, and so another penalty there against Wes Carter to finish off the third quarter. So we're heading into the fourth quarter. Rowan County still holding on to an 8-point lead at 15-7, and so 12 minutes to decide this one untimed down. Excuse me, that's one untimed down. So this is going to be. They're going to run another play here. I thought they were going to go ahead and let the clock run out, but it's going to be first down and 10 after the horse collar. By Wes Carter. And that's going to be about a 15-yard penalty. Takes it down to about the 30-yard line of Rowan County.
Game from the 31-yard line as we had the final play of third quarter.
So this is an untimed down as the time expired when the penalty occurred. So this will be first down and 10 for Rowan County with one untimed play. This time hands it off to, I believe, Arian Brown. And he's pushing the pile over, and he's going to be picking up about 5. So Arian Brown, last year's quarterback.
The third quarter rolls it in.
Or, excuse me, it wasn't Arian Brown. I'm sorry, that was number 22, Rocky Miller. Rocky Miller with the 5 yards there. So coming in from the fourth quarter, it's going to be second down and 5 as Miller picks up 5 on the play. So we're ready for fourth quarter as they're heading to the sidelines now. We'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region Wes Carter versus Rowan County football live here on Manta Sports Media.
Area's best steak, burgers, fish, appetizers, and drinks, along with great live entertainment, games, and the big game on the big screen. Head to Henry's at 530 East Tom T. Hall Boulevard. And as the days get shorter, don't let that tan fade away. Head to Beach Buns Tanning. With a location near you, you are never too far away from a great tan. Henry's and Beach Bun Tanning are proud supporters of local high school sports. With fall and winter just around the corner, make sure your home is ready for the season with the help from the good people from James Do It Best Hardware. If you need to get your lawn ready or to trim a few trees before winter, we have you covered as an authorized steel dealer. And don't forget, Case Knives makes a great present any time of the year. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692.
Back here at Wes Carter where it is fourth quarter. time to get things done. It's make or break here for both teams as our score is Rowan County 15, West Carter 7. If anybody's got the East Carter Montgomery County score, go ahead and post it there if you have that. So I'd be glad to get that out to there. But East Carter was still up at the moment, I believe 22 to 13. So Rowan County is going to have 2nd and 5 here after the Rocky Miller 5-yard run. This time they hand it off to Wallace, and he's going to be wrapped up by several Comets, and they're going to stop his forward progress, and that's going to be bringing up 3rd down as Wallace. I said Miller, but Wallace on the run picks up 1 yard, and so that is just about 2 yards. So I'm going to say it's about 3rd and 3 for Rowan County. So 3rd and 3. Rowan County showing 2 on the left, single wide receiver on the right, 2 in the backfield. You got Brown and Wallace. This time hands it off to Wallace again. He's going to roll out to his right. There's a couple flags on the play. Wallace is on his feet, and he is going to the 20 and finally pushed out at around the 18-yard line. But we have got 2 flags on the play up back here around the 35-yard line. And so we're going to see what the officials call this. This one may be coming back. So it is going to be holding against the Vikings.
Holding penalty.
And so this run, that was a fantastic run by the Vikings, but this one's going to be coming back. So
holding penalties on Rowan County. As Carter takes the one that was farther back, it'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
That's another spot foul. So Rowan County is going to be coming back after getting that one down to around the 18-yard line. Good run there by Cole Wallace, but holding was called in the backfield. And then there was a second one on the side by the side judge, but West Carter picked the one further back. And so this looks like it is going to be 3rd down and what appears to be 16 for Rowan County. So Rowan County spreading out the field now, 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Just has Miller in the background. And that one, that is passed up by him, and so that is going to be deep for a loss.
7 yards
goes all the way back to the 15-yard line. So bad snap by Rowan County. And that one is heading way back. And so they're going to have an officials timeout here, and let's see what they're going to call here as let me get the clock reset up for us because it should be 10:28, so we'll let that tick on down. So 10:28, and so Rowan County now facing a long it's like 4th and forever. They're at the 15-yard line, and they got to make it up to the 41. So yes, definitely the announcer said they are set to punt out there because they have to make it to the 41-yard line. And they are on the 15-yard line at the moment. And so let's see what Rowan County is going to do here. So it's just about 4 and 30. And does look like Cole Wallace is in the back set to punt for Rowan County, and they are changing the clock here at West Carter, so it's now 10 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. So a little bit of extra time added on. And so clock is going to start here on the punt, and so this one's going to head right around to it's going to roll eventually to about the 47-yard line here.
West at the Rowan County 47-yard line.
So West Carter going to have some good field position here at the 47-yard line of Rowan County. And so that's going to be bringing up 1st and 10 here for the Comets. West Carter in desperate need of some offense here with 10:41 left to go here in the ball game. As Comet fans and everybody else starting to make a little bit of noise here, trying to get their team fired up. They're not out of this game. It's only an 8-point deficit, so a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. There's the snap. West Carter with 2 on each side. E-step. He's going to go deep, throwing the ball, and he's got Cole Crampton. Crampton is there, 5-1 touchdown, West Carter. Fantastic pass, as that was a 47-yard pass from E-step to Crampton, and West Carter has brought this game to a 2-point deficit there. 15-13 West Carter, as that is E-step to Crampton, and a fantastic pass there. So West Carter knocking at the door here, ready to get things done, and now it's decision time. Looks like let's see what they're going to be going for, as we're going to get a timeout here taken by Rowan County. Because definitely want to think this one over just a little bit, as West Carter can tie this ball game up with a 2-point conversion. So we'll take a 60-second break as we're here in a timeout. You're watching Mantis Sports Media, West Carter and Rowan County football live here on Facebook.
If you have ever been in an auto accident, it can be a very stressful and confusing time. So let Justin Criswell help you through the process to get what you deserve. The Criswell Law Office is here for all of your legal needs. Contact us at 606-474-0029 or visit our office at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky, or online at criswell.attorney. And remember that all will be well with Justin Criswell.
Patrick Flannery proudly serves as the Kentucky State Representative for the 96th District, and would like to thank the citizens of Carter and Lawrence counties for their continued support. He would also like to wish good luck to all of our area sports teams, and Patrick Flannery is a proud supporter of local high school sports. Okay, we're back here at West Carter. We're decision time. And looks like the Comets are going to be going for 2 here, as they got 2 on the left, 1 on the right, Cole Crampton in the backfield. So West Carter trying to tie this ball game up. Sam Jones in motion. Fakes the handoff to Crampton. E-step rolling out to his side. He passes in, and there is pass interference. There is a flag on the play, so West Carter may get another shot at this, as that was over on the side. It was kind of a pile-up there right around the pylon, and looks like we've got a West Carter player down. We'll see what the official says here. But they're going to wave that one off. Because the only thing that could have been at that time period was a pass interference call. And so they're going to call this, say that the flag was waved off, no interference call. That flag was thrown just a little bit late anyway on there. But we've got a West Carter player down. Looks like that is Tim Fields at the time period. There was about 3 Comet players over on that end of the field, and E-step tried to thread the needle on there, and just for a second I think they thought that there was going to be some pass interference. Officials got together and ended up waving off that play. And so we'll take a brief break while they're working with Tim Fields here. You're watching 16th Region football action, West Carter versus Rowan County. Game of the week here on Mantis Sports Media. Patrick Flannery proudly serves as the Kentucky State Representative for the 96th District, and would like to thank the citizens of Carter and Lawrence counties for their continued support. He would also like to wish good luck to all of our area sports teams, and Patrick Flannery is a proud supporter of local high school sports.
Next time you are in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfasts, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In.
For the area's best steak, burgers, fish, appetizers, and drinks, along with great live entertainment, games, and the big game on the big screen, head to Henry's at 530 East Tom T. Hall Boulevard. And as the days get shorter, don't let that tan fade away. Head to Beach Buns Tanning. With a location near you, you are never too far away from a great tan. Henry's and Beach Bun Tanning are proud supporters of local high school sports. And we're back here at West Carter, where West Carter trails the Rowan County Vikings by 2. That safety may come into play here this afternoon. Of course, West Carter picking up the touchdown there with Cole Crampton connecting from Eli Estep. And so West Carter has got to get a turnover here or get a defensive stop here, try to get some additional points on the board as they had a chance to tie things up. They went for 2. Pile up within the end zone. Flag came out, but it was thrown or waved off. And so we are back here with our score, Rowan County 15, West Carter 3, and with still 10 minutes and 32 seconds left. And looks like Bledsoe on the kickoff there. Gets this one a little bit deeper there, takes it all the way down, and that's going to be a flag on the side, so probably be an illegal procedure against the Comets.
Vikings from the 35-yard line.
So that was a legal procedure. The football sailed out of bounds, was not touched. And so that's going to be a 1st and 10 for Rowan County here at the West Carter 35-yard line. So West Carter needing to get a stop here. Rowan County wanting to advance up, add on some more, and try to get a little bit of cushion because we've got a ball game here this afternoon. So Zach Menard under center. He's got Miller and Wallace, and he's going to hand that or to pitch it out to Wallace. There's going to be a flag on the play.
There's a flag in the backfield.
As he makes it close to first down territory, but this is going to be coming back. It's going to be holding against the Vikings. So it's going to be first down, but and they'll probably they're going to drop back about 10 yards. The flag was at right around the 35-yard line, and so this one may be about a 10-yard penalty.
That penalty brought to you by Hamilton Law Group.
Yep, as that one's actually going to go back to the 25. They were at the 35, so it's a 10-yard penalty.
20.
And so that's going to be first down and 20 on the holding call against the Vikings. This time pitches back out to Wallace again as he's sweeping out to the right. And finally brings him down right around the 30-yard line. So picks up about 5 on the play, so it'll be
Connor Green.
Connor Green on the tackle for West Carter. And so that's going to be second down and 15 for the Vikings.
Pick up 5 yards on that play, brings up second and 15 for the Vikings.
So Rowan County, 2 in the backfield, 2 on the left, 1 on the right. And that's going to catch West Carter looking on there, and so that's going to be an encroachment foul.
Rowan County with a false start, backs up 5 yards.
Or actually, they're going to call that one against the Vikings. As had a couple West Carter players jumped, but they did not. They did not or they jumped due to the false start. So Rowan County back to where originally they started, and it's going to be 2nd and 20. Should have looked at the official on that one there, but I saw the jump, but this time it gets it over to Hayes, and Hayes is going to be dropped right around the line of scrimmage. So pass from Menard to Hayes was good for no gain. And let me get the clock fixed up here because we are right about 8:45 left to play here in the game. I was just a little bit off on our time. But yeah, 8 minutes and 40 seconds on the game clock here at West Carter. And it's 3rd and 20 now by the Vikings as they're spreading out the field. Menard drops it, finally pitches it off over to Wallace. Wallace being wrapped up, brought down by Crampton and Jones.
Wallace, who picks up a few yards. They'll be 4th.
They're going to be picking up maybe about 3 yards on the play. So they say it's 4th and 16 on the scoreboard, so we'll go with that. So picks up about 4 on the play. And so this has definitely got to be punting territory for Rowan County. So West Carter is going to get the ball back with plenty of time on the clock. Still a lot of time left to play here. And like I said, we've had a defensive battle here most of the night. Just a couple plays here and there has really named or was the name of the game for everybody out there. Wallace punts it away. Blake McGlone back to receive, but they're going to let it roll down, and it takes a Rowan County bounce.
Punter rolls dead at the 43-yard line.
And that lands about the 43-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Comets. As Rowan County trying to get a few extra yards on that tip there, try to hit it back just a little bit further, but ball is dead when you make contact with it. And so it's with 7 minutes and 34 seconds on the clock. We're going to have West Carter with the 1st and 10. So just outside of Raider territory. Not Raider territory, Viking territory, excuse me. So he stepped back in the shotgun. Just got McGlone out on the side. Hands that to Crampton. He's going to try to sweep off to the right, and he's going to pick up about 3 on the play.
Down the 47-yard line.
And so that'll end up being 2nd and 7 for the Comets. So Cole Crampton on the run again.
It's 2nd down and 7 yards to go for the Comets.
So West Carter needing to get, they don't have to get everything done in this one play here, but, they need to get some positive yardage out of this. 2 wide receivers, 2 in the backfield. E-Step's dropping back to pass. Gets this one over to Blake McGlone. It is good. And Blake McGlone still on his feet and barely crosses over into Viking territory right on the 50-yard, just
3rd and 3 for the Comets.
It's actually right at the 50-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd and 3 as that was a 4-yard pass. Blake McGlone, or E-Step to McGlone. So right at midfield, not breaking into Viking territory just yet. And I believe it's still 22-13, East Carter versus Montgomery County. Hand off to Crampton again, and he's going to pick up maybe a yard on the play. So that's going to be bringing up 4th and 2 for the Comets. And I would say if you're West Carter, you got to go ahead or take your chance here and try to see if you can get something going on. So it's going to be 4th down for West Carter.
4th and 2 for the Comets.
They're going to need to get pick up 2 yards here as E-Step running toward the sideline, trying to see what play they're going to be running and how they're going to do this. West Carter setting up with 2 wide receivers on the left. 1 in the backfield and 1 in the tight end position. They might see if they're going to try to get, and that's going to be a delay of game against the Comets as there's a flag from the back judge. But before that,
West Carter.
flag was thrown, but it is going to be a timeout. West Carter is going to be the call. So back judge did throw a flag. That one is going to be waved off. But with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock, West Carter facing a 4th and 2. So we'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region football action live here on the Mantis Sports Media Network.
Stylish stitches at our new home at 730 East Tom T. Howell Boulevard in Olive Hill, Kentucky. Now with the Red Door Boutique for the best in customized gifts and fashion, as well as local sports team merchandise. From the runway to game day, we have you covered. And for the area's freshest donuts and mouth-watering sliders, head to the drive-in at 561 East Tom T. Hall Boulevard. And also keep a lookout for our food truck heading to an area near you. Stylish Stitches and the drive-in are proud supporters of local high school sports.
And teams coming out on the field getting ready for this 4th down for the Comets here. Key 4th down because this could be a ball game moment right here. So 4th and 2. West Carter showing 2 wide receivers on the right side. It's got Tim Fields on the left side. Moving things over. Now they are flooding the right side. Handed off to Crampton again. He's on his feet, and he has got first down territory as he makes it to the Round County 45-yard line. And so that's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Comets, and that is a key play for West Carter at this point in time because they need to keep the ball to keep alive here in this 4th quarter. Only down by 2, the safety, the big difference between these two teams. 2 on the left. Man in motion. Blake McGlone's in motion. Fake the pitch to him. E-step. He's going to go deep. He's got Crampton, and Crampton's got the ball, and he is down at the, looks like the 8-yard line, and that is going to be a 1st down, West Carter, as Cole Crampton gets the bomb from Eli E-step, and West Carter is in red zone territory and threatening right now here against the Vikings with 4 minutes and 48 seconds on the clock. And so West Carter, it's going to be 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the for West Carter. They're going to show 2 on the left, 1 on the right. E-step. Hands it off to McGlone, and he's going to get maybe just a slight loss.
Brought down at the line of scrimmage.
And so he was brought down, maybe just a little bit of a loss there for the Comets. But West Carter still right in about 2nd and 10 for the Comets now. Nobody on the left-hand side except for Fields. Fakes the handoff. E-step back. He's looking. He's got a connection to Jones, and Jones, is he in? He is in for a West Carter touchdown. E-step to Jones, and that is a West Carter touchdown, and that is going to give West Carter their first lead of the ball game at 19-15. That's exactly what West Carter needed right now.
Touchdown brought to you by
last year it seemed like it was rushing touchdown, but for the Comets this year so far, getting their touchdowns through the airmail out there as E-step picks up another touchdown pass, and looks like they're going to be going for 2 here once again, overloading on the right side. I say this may be almost the identical play. As Lusher in motion gets the connection, and that is good for the 2-point conversion as he hits Timothy Fields, and West Carter is going to extend up that lead now 21-15 with 3 minutes and 43 seconds left to go in this ball game, and this has been a doozy. Definitely play game of the week material here for a great opening weekend, our first week for both teams out there. I mean, it's been a great game, and it's going to hate to see anybody lose this one. But we'll take a brief commercial break, and we'll be back here momentarily. You are watching 16th Region, West Carter, and Rowan County football action live here on Mantis Sports Media.
If you have ever been in an auto accident, it can be a very stressful and confusing time. So let Justin Criswell help you through the process to get what you deserve. The Criswell Law Office is here for all of your legal needs. Contact us at 606-474-0029 or visit our office at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky, or online at criswell.attorney. And remember that all will be well with Justin Criswell.
All righty, we're back here at West Carter, where it is West Carter has taken the lead late here in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes and 43 seconds left to go on the clock. West Carter is going to be kicking off here to Rowan County, holding on to a 6-point lead. So smart decision by Coach Barker to get that 2-point conversion in for the Comets, so that way at least if they can stop the special teams, which West Carter's been doing it twice this afternoon, if they can keep it, they can at least hold on and hopefully try to get this in overtime is what they're hoping if Rowan County scores, but West Carter's going to try to prevent that. And that one's kind of up in the air, and that's going to be taken right around the 35-yard line by number 18, Ballard Smith. And so
36-yard line.
That was about a 25-yard kick, so that's going to be 1st and 10 for Rowan County with 3:41 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Still plenty of time here for the Vikings. If you're a Viking fan, Wes Carter, is hoping to get the ball back and try to slow down the pace just a touch. And there's the snap to Menard. Menard making a connection to Lewis Hayes. Hayes on his feet. He's at the 50-yard line. He's turning the corner, and he's going to run right into Brent King.
Hayes with the catch.
And so
midfield to around the 40-yard line.
About a 25-yard pass there by Menard to Lewis Hayes. And Rowan County is starting to advance down the field quickly, which I'm sure that's exactly what they want to do to try to get a lead. And if they don't get the lead, at least try to get a chance to get a second chance at it here. There's the snap. Menard once again going deep this time down the right-hand side. He's got a connection, and he has got that to Ballard Smith. So Ballard Smith and two plays. Rowan County has got this in the red zone, and it is going to be 1st and goal here for the Vikings. As we said, this has been a back and forth game. So it looks like they're on the 4-yard line. Hands this one off to Wallace. He drops it, and the ball is loose. And who are they going to give this to? Wallace with the ball. And they're going to say that Rowan County recovered it. So if you're a Rowan County fan, you're breathing a sigh of relief after that one because Wallace got the ball and went straight down with it.
Recovers the fumble, loses a couple of yards on the play.
So Rowan County's going to be 2nd down and 4. Or maybe 2nd down and 6, looks like. So Rowan County breathing a sigh of relief after that one. Pitches it off to Wallace again. He sweeps off to the right. He's met by some Comets, and he has broken the plane, and he is in for a Rowan County touchdown. So this game is all tied up at 21 apiece. Rowan County, as Wallace punches that one in, and he has got this game tied up here at 21 each. And so this is going to be a key play right now as Rowan County has had a extra point blocked this night, as well as had a punt blocked. And so we'll see what Rowan County is going to do here, and it looks like Menard's getting ready to go under center. And so they're going to roll the dice here and go for two. Or they were set up for it, but Rowan County is going to take their second timeout of the night, and so they're going to have one left here this afternoon. And so we will be back here momentarily. We got a timeout here. Your score is all tied up at 21 apiece with 2 minutes, 52 seconds left to go here in the ball game. You're watching football here on Manta Sports Media.
Patrick Flannery proudly serves as the Kentucky State Representative for the 96th District and would like to thank the citizens of Carter and Lawrence counties for their continued support. He would also like to wish good luck to all of our area sports teams, and Patrick Flannery is a proud supporter of local high school sports.
All righty, as they're getting back on the field, we'll see if Coach Ford changed his mind or not. Wallace is in the back field, but Menard looks like he is hanging in there as well. So it looks like Rowan County is going to go for two as they've got the field spread out just a little bit. They've got Smith on the right, two on the left. They hand this one off to Wallace. And let's see if he gets in, and he does. And so Rowan County has taken the lead, 23-21, here with 2 minutes and 52 seconds left to play here in the football game. This has been some game here, back and forth, has been all night. So Wes Carter's going to get one more chance to try to get some points up on the board. That safety from early on haunting the Comets right now. So we'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region Wes Carter and Rowan County football action live here on the Manta Sports Media Network.
The area's best steak, burgers, fish, appetizers, and drinks, along with great live entertainment, games, and the big game on the big screen, head to Henry's at 530 East Tom T. Hall Boulevard. And as the days get shorter, don't let that tan fade away. Head to Beach Buns Tanning. With a location near you, you are never too far away from a great tan. Henry's and Beach Bun Tanning are proud supporters of local high school sports. With fall and winter just around the corner, make sure your home is ready for the season with the help from the good people from James Do It Best Hardware. If you need to get your lawn ready or to trim a few trees before winter, we have you covered as an authorized steel dealer. And don't forget, Case Knives makes a great present any time of the year. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692.
Back here at West Carter, where Rowan County is just taking a 2-point lead after the 2-point conversion and trying to hold on to this win, or this lead. As there's the kickoff there by Rowan County, that's going to make it all the way down to about the 20-yard line. That's going to be picked up by number 9, Brent King. And he's going to be thrown down right around the 32-yard line. So it will be first and 10 for the Comets with about 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter. And so this definitely has been a back-and-forth battle. Believe it or not, it was 9-7 at the half. And these teams have been coming out, starting to hit their strides and hitting some long plays. East Steps had a fantastic pass to Crampton, and then Menard had a fantastic pass out there as well, I think to Hayes. And so it's been that was to Smith. As handed off to Crampton. Crampton's got a little bit of room. He's still on his feet. Finally dropped around the 40-yard line.
Crampton turns out about 7 yards on the play, brings it out to the 40.
So several Vikings on the play. Looks like Brown was on there as well as Mason Kelly on the tackle. And so that's going to be bringing up second down for the Comets. And so it looks to be about 2nd and 5 out there at the moment. So Wes Carter still with some still with time out there. Overloading on the right-hand side. Fields on the left. It's going to hand it off to Crampton again. Crampton's going to make it up to about the line of scrimmage as they made it to just about the 40-yard line. And so that's going to be about 3rd and 5 here for the Comets. Or maybe about 3rd and 4, actually, taking a look at that. So we're going to say 3rd and 4 here for the Comets.
Line of scrimmage.
So Wes Carter needing to pick up the 4 yards to stay alive in this game as we're ticking down to about 1:40 left to play here in this game. And we're going to get a flag on the play. And this is going to be offsides against the Vikings, and so that is going to help out the Comets this time. So this penalty going to go against Round County on the offsides. Puts the ball at the 45-yard line, which is enough for a Comet first down. So Wes Carter getting a little bit of a present there. 2 on the left, 2 on the right. E-step, drop back to pass. Goes deep again, and that one is intercepted. Oh, no, they're going to say he dropped it. Took a look there. Lewis Hayes was there and just about intercepted. He tried the basket catch, but that was no good. So Wes Carter now taking a sigh of relief after Round County getting the little bit of a help earlier on the catching the fumble. Wes Carter takes a little bit of a breather here with now having 2nd down and 10 with Hayes not being able to hold on to that ball. E-step's going to drop back to pass again. He's looking deep. This time he's going to go, but dangerous again, and this time Hayes does get it. And so there is an interception by Eli E-step, and that is probably going to be the ball game for Wes Carter as he was looking deep, and there was nobody around Hayes. He had McGlone running down the field, had Crampton going down the field, but he had a little bit too much oomph on that one and got it just a little bit too deep. And Hayes picks up a key interception for Round County. And so it's going to be 1st and 10 with 1:03 left to play. And so Wes Carter does have 2 timeouts that they can play with here, to try to get things settled down. But things do not look good for the Comets. But keep in mind, there is, the moisture is settling around. The humidity is settling in. Things are getting wet out there. There may be a chance, but it looks like this one is going to belong to Round County possibly out there. So Round County not in victory formation, so they're going to be running a couple plays to at least maybe try to get another first down as they get this one to Wallace.
And Wallace as he turns up a couple
yards. And he picks up maybe a yard on the play. So that's going to be 2nd down and 9 for the Vikings as Wes Carter takes their 2nd timeout. Still one more left to go. It does look like we have final score. It looks like East Carter picks up a victory over Montgomery County, 22-20. So East Carter picks up first victory of the year. And Wes Carter had a chance on this one. Still does have a little bit of a chance with 55 seconds left. 1 timeout. We'll keep it here for just – actually, we'll go to a 30-second timeout for a commercial break, and we'll be back here momentarily here on Mantis Sports Media.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends. How to fit in. How to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
And we're back here, Round County, 2nd and 9 with 55 seconds left to go, 55.8 to be exact. Hands it off to Wallace again. And he's going to be wrapped up by a sea of Comets, but there is a flag on the play.
As Wallace carries the ball out.
And so let's see what this one is, and looks like this one's going to be coming back a little bit, as that's going to be holding against Rowan County. So it's going to be second down, and they'll probably half the distance of the goal there. Let's see where they end up setting it down at. So this is going to get interesting, as it's now down on the 3-yard line.
West Carter.
And so West Carter's going to take their last timeout. We'll take another timeout here as well. So you're watching 16th Region West Carter Rowan County football action live here on Mantis Sports Media.
Visit Stylish Stitches at our new home at 730 East Tom T. Howell Boulevard in Olive Hill, Kentucky, now with the Red Door Boutique, for the best in customized gifts and fashion, as well as local sports team merchandise. From the runway to game day, we have you covered. And for the area's freshest donuts and mouth-watering sliders, head to the drive-in at 561 East Tom T. Hall Boulevard. And also keep a lookout for our food truck heading to an area near you. Stylish Stitches and the drive-in are proud supporters of local high school sports. With fall and winter just around the corner, make sure your home is ready for the season with the help from the good people from James Do It Best Hardware. If you need to get your lawn ready or to trim a few trees before winter, we have you covered as an authorized steel dealer. And don't forget, case knives makes a great present any time of the year. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692.
And if we can't get the storyline any more interesting, here we are, 49 seconds left on the clock, 23-21. With Rowan County at the, it looks like the 3-yard line, their own 3-yard line. So what might have been a moment ago kind of a long shot of West Carter getting something, they are, of course, they're out of timeouts, so they're going to have to try to get something stopped here. Rowan County's going to probably run the ball, they can't lose any yardage here. Because if they lose 3 yards and it's a safety, we're back to a tied ball game once again. But Rowan County, they could, if they run the ball here, they could possibly run the clock out if they can kill up 9 seconds on there. But so West, it's an interesting situation nonetheless. So 49 seconds left, 23-21, Rowan County on top. It is 2nd and 16 for the Vikings. And so it may be a very interesting story here this afternoon, depending on the outcome of this play. So hands this one to Wallace. Wallace is going to get some positive yardage. He's keeping on his feet.
Turns it out to about the 9-yard line.
Okay. And they're going to say timeout West Carter. This will be interesting. I've got them with no timeouts left. So we're going to see what happens here. West Carter may have got an extra timeout here tonight. The fans here from Rowan County are absolutely flipping out right now. Because they have, it looks like I said, unofficially, I've got an unofficial here, no timeouts left. But they were able to stop the ball one more time. One way or another, we are still playing here with 39 seconds left. It is now, let me get this corrected up, it's third and 11. With 39 seconds left, so we'll run the clock down just a little bit. Like I said, unofficially, whatever the officials have down there is what it is. I think we're on a general consensus up here that they have been given a gift of an extra timeout out there. But so we will see how this plays out. This will be interesting one way or another. Yeah, right now with third down, and they can take a knee, and I think that's exactly what they're going to do. unless they want to give West Carter another timeout here. And clock is running down, and they will not need to run another play as it is 4th and 12. And that should finish things up here unless Rowan County takes a timeout. That could be a possibility, but I do not know why they would want to do that. But that is going to finish things up here. Rowan County advances up to 1-0 on the season. So they start their 4A 1-0 on the season. West Carter drops its home opener in game 1 this week, 23-21. It was a great game all the way around. Definitely week 1 football. That is there. You can tell that there's several mistakes. I'm sure coaches are going to be running their teams like crazy over some of the mistakes that were made, whether it be unsportsmanlike conduct, jumping off sides, doing whatever. But the Rowan County fans are cheering this one up. And so Rowan County having a tough time out there, but they are going to, well, they're trying to decide if they're going to shake hands or not. Of course, COVID protocol, we'll have them not have it. I'm sure that they're probably going to wave at each other or something out there, but that was some game. So final score here at West Carter is Rowan County 23, West Carter 21 in a doozy of a game, and what a way to start off the season with that game. And so there they go, they're waving at each other. Sportsmanlike there. So we'll take a brief commercial break. We'll try to come back with some final stats. And so Rowan County becomes victorious. So first game in 14 years, and Rowan County picks up the W here at West Carter on the Hill. So we'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region West Carter and Rowan County football live here on Mantis Sports Media.
Visit Stylish Stitches at our new home at 730 East Tom T. Howell Boulevard in Olive Hill, Kentucky, now with the Red Door Boutique, for the best in customized gifts and fashion, as well as local sports team merchandise. From the runway to game day, we have you covered. And for the area's freshest donuts and mouth-watering sliders, head to the drive-in at 561 East Tom T. Hall Boulevard. And also keep a lookout for our food truck heading to an area near you. Stylish Stitches and the drive-in are proud supporters of local high school sports. With fall and winter just around the corner, make sure your home is ready for the season with the help from the good people from James Do It Best Hardware. If you need to get your lawn ready or to trim a few trees before winter, we have you covered as an authorized steel dealer. And don't forget, Case Knives makes a great present any time of the year. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692. If you have ever been in an auto accident, it can be a very stressful and confusing time. So let Justin Criswell help you through the process to get what you deserve. The Criswell Law Office is here for all of your legal needs. Contact us at 606-474-0029 or visit our office at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky, or online at criswell.attorney. And remember that all will be well with Justin Criswell.
Patrick Flannery proudly serves as the Kentucky State Representative for the 96th District and would like to thank the citizens of Carter and Lawrence counties for their continued support. He would also like to wish good luck to all of our area sports teams, and Patrick Flannery is a proud supporter of local high school sports.
Next time you are in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfasts, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In.
For the area's best steak, burgers, fish, appetizers, and drinks, along with great live entertainment, games, and the big game on the big screen, head to Henry's at 530 East Tom T. Hall Boulevard.
And as the days get shorter, don't let that tan fade away. Head to Beach Buns Tanning. With a location near you, you are never too far away from a great tan. Henry's and Beach Bun Tanning are proud supporters of local high school sports.
So we're back here at West Carter, where West Carter falls on the opening game of the season, 21-23. We'll see if we can get some final stats here momentarily. If not, we'll get those posted up here after a while. But taking a look, as we said, East Carter picks up a victory down at Montgomery County, 22-20, and so they go 1-0 on the season. So taking a look at least at schedules and everything else down there. So for West Carter, they're going to be traveling down to Fleming County next week. Game time set at 7:30. So next week will be at Fleming County for West Carter. And then after that, the week after that, they're going to be heading to East Carter. So the Battle of the Barrels on September 10th. Out there as well. And then, of course, they're going to be taking on a very tough Raceland team on September 17th, and they'll be back here at home. And West Carter starts a 3-game home streak during that time period. So taking a look at now for Rowan County. As Rowan County 1-0 on the season, they are going to be traveling to East Carter. So Rowan County playing both Carter County teams in weeks 1 and 2. We'll be traveling to East Carter next week, and that game time will be set up for 7:30. And then they're going to be taking on that tough Raceland team on September 3rd. Rowan County's got a tough schedule coming up here, so it'll be the battle of the early undefeateds, 1-1. So we'll have to take a look at that and see if we can try to get that information for you out there as well. Hopefully nothing COVID-related hits in or anything else, so we'll just kind of have to play that by ear. But definitely an interesting ball game here at West Carter today. We've seen just a little bit of everything, penalties, safeties, you name it, it's been out there. And so West Carter drops a heartbreaker to Rowan County here, 23-21. So we'll have to get that all taken care of. Of course, earlier I do know that I have posted up about Volleyball 16th Region who to watch players. They may have updated the list, and so we'll try to get that. And we'll try to get the new list out there because I know they've had some incorrect classifications on some people, but we'll try to get that list up there as well. So I do want to apologize to Michael Corey out there as well, who has been concerned about that list. I do not try to knock out anybody out there. I just kind of put what I have, and that's what's there. We'll get that updated as well. So that is going to just about finish things up. Let me see if we got things all taken care of here. Here we go. Final stats for West Carter. Of course, for scoring, taking a look there, our final score, of course, 23-21. And the in there, of course, West Carter ended up scoring from a pass from Eli Estep. And then, of course, a 2-point conversion there as well. And then Rowan County finished things off there by a Wallace run. West Carter ended up with 14 first downs on the night. Rowan County with 18 first downs. West Carter ended up with 8 penalties for 55 yards. Rowan County ended up with 13 penalties for 115 yards. West Carter ended up with 2 turnovers on the night, 2 interceptions. Rowan County also had 2 turnovers, 1 fumble and 1 block kick. As far as rushing goes, West Carter rushed the ball 31 times for 75 yards, while Rowan County rushed the ball 38 times for 166 yards. As far as passing goes, Eli Estep, 50% on the night, 12 of 24 for 167 yards. Rowan County, Maynard on there was 9 of 15 for 134 yards. So total yards for the Comets, they ran 55 plays altogether and 242 yards total. Rowan County ended up with 300 yards on the night off of 53 plays. Looking at rushing for West Carter, of course, Cole Crampton on the night had 59 yards on 23 attempts. Eli Estep ended up in the positive tonight with 11 yards. And then Blake McGlone ended up with 5 yards on the night. So that's what it looks like as far as our final stats out there as well. Let me see if I can try to find for Round County. Wallace on the night ended up with 164 yards off of 29 attempts. Looks like the quarterback ended up with a -4 yards on there on the night. And then number 22 out there, that is Miller. Rocky Miller ended up with 8 yards on the night with a touchdown. And then, of course, number 6, Lewis Hayes, had 1 rush for -2 yards. So that's going to finish things up here at West Carter. So there's our stats, and we'll try to get those typed up and everything else for you so you can see that in a post. But I do want to thank Zach Stevens and the West Carter stats crew for providing that information to us. So for Jeff Irwin and the Manta Sports Media crew, I'd like to thank you for tuning in today. God bless you all, and we'll see you all again next week. We'll get up here shortly our list of games on the week, so stay tuned for those. They'll be underneath the events tab. But for Jeff Irwin, the Manta Sports Media crew, God bless you all, and we'll see you all again here live on Manta Sports Media Network.